And we are in game number 1. Jordan as a blue in the south. Incas, TheViper, with Vietnam as a yellow as usual on the left. Man, the motivation might be there for both players, but I'm sure that they watch it and they could see the Leary what happened. Now Viper is gonna be even more aware, Mr. Survival. Do you think this can affect to the players like, oh man, anything can happen right now? Because people was considering both the favorite, like, oh, Viper Leary in the grand final. That's not gonna happen anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think either of the players are really gonna think that they're definitely gonna win or definitely gonna lose at this point. I think they're just gonna have to play and see how it goes.
Yeah. Well, about the map, what do you think then about Mr. Jordan map? I'm checking here in a zoom out. I know that we don't have now the observer, but map for Jordan, Mr. Survivalist.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at it, we've got 4 wood lines, we've got a back berries. The gold is defendable, so I think this is looking like a very good map for him. It's going to be very easy to wall, very easy to defend, and he even has stones sort of in the back, which is going to really help him if he needs to get towers up, defensive castle, aggressive castle, Incas with the cheaper stone constructions. It is nice to have that option, and yeah, great map for Jordan.
Yeah, then we are checking now the Viper map, and we could say, except the stone in front, pretty much the same or even better with the gold and the various attacks.
Even better.
Right?
Yeah, even better. Because he can even wall that south side and he has just so much extra space. Because he's tucked a little bit more into the corner. And yeah, just it's one of those games where I think we're not going to see the game end super early. We're going to be seeing Castle Age for sure this game.
Okay, let's see. Also, they are not kind of those, well, he let me 2 goats, but I wanted to say that they are not really aggressive players. They are more like macro players.
Well, we're going to have to see how they play it. If you were from last series, we think that Leary's going to be playing all this feudal aggression, stuff like that, but what did we see? We saw him walling up and maybe playing a little bit differently. So the maps are so different that people can't always play towards their strengths. People have to adapt. So yeah, I think that both players are gonna have to play a little bit more macro this game.
Okay. For now, what's going on today? All pre-mill rush. The barrack already there. With Incas, the Viper is going more for the economy approach, but Jordan trying to get the initiative and going aggressive. And before you say some comment, lower the lion, crazy mode activated. Let's go, man. Mr. Survivalist, Barrack and militias, probably the 2 militias, very famous 2 militias and a scout.
Yeah, you know, everybody's been doing the 2 militia drush these days. 3 militia drush just puts you too far behind to feudal age, and a lot of people just wall up against the 2 militia drush anyways, or well, against 3 or 2 militia. So you end up doing just as much damage with 2 as 3. But with the 2 militia drush, it allows players to get up to feudal age just about 2 villagers faster, which can make all the difference because, well, if you're in Dark Age and the opponent's in feudal age, you're gonna have some problems. Now, nice save with the Viper. He almost had some issues with this elephant bringing in, okay. But he ended up saving his villager.
He saved it. I was checking Jordan at that point. This is the only small problem. It's okay because sometimes we might be in different spots, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah. Let me ask. Do you have any delay on your stream, or
well,
is there slight delay, or no?
The stream is always a little bit delayed. Why? You are not checking your own game?
Yeah, no. I'm checking the game now.
Yeah,
I was just wondering.
Just focusing the game. The delay, I mean, always few seconds only, but not too much, obviously.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So yeah, we've got the drush coming in for Jordan against the Viper, and as you can see, it just gets walled out. If this were 3 militia, it would have done exactly the same thing. So this is what I'm saying. It's just a little bit more economic. You're still gonna get just as much damage done. It's gonna force walls everywhere, but you're gonna be up faster. So yeah, Jordan is looking to click up pretty soon.
And if you think about that, is what you are talking. He went earlier Barrack, and maybe Jordan is gonna be faster than Viper going up, or about the same time, because at the end, Viper is also doing militias as well now, so he's not going up yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be about the same time, because, well, Viper had a lot of the food left in the elephant, so it's gonna be the same timing here, actually.
Wow. Look at the time.
Look at this.
Same time, 22 villages. Same time up. Now he need to repair that palisade because he's trying to break it. Not gonna break it. It's just being annoying. And he has 2 lumber camps already, Jordan, setting up a good economy. Well, only 1 lumber camp for the Viper. I prefer a little bit more. How smooth is now Jordan economy? Probably because of that militia sending faster. It's being annoying on the Viper.
Exactly. It's prevented the Viper from actually taking a second lumber camp safely because, well, when there's enemy military in your base, you don't really want to be moving out with villagers quite as much, especially before Loom. But we're seeing Viper's army coming to Jordan's base right now, and it's already pre-walled, except for that one side. We'll see if Jordan realizes that he's still open on that one bush as the military comes in.
Oh, he walled, but no. He didn't do it the right one. He's not trying to block. Okay. And now the scout and the 2 militias trying to get into the lumber camp. All right. He couldn't do the job.
But still, forcing those 2 villagers back from the berries is huge. Just less food income is going to hurt any kind of follow-up. So if Jordan wants to go for archers, how is he going to afford fletching now if he doesn't have that extra food from the berries? He might still be okay, but it makes it a little bit tighter.
Yeah, and we have to remember that probably it's underrated the bonus Vietnam get into those economy upgrades. Not costing any wood. As well, double task or scholar, very smooth. Just doing, look at this, archery range and blastsmith right away. This is a very smooth opening by the snake.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to have those archers out just a little bit faster. He's going to have fletching a little bit faster. And right now, both players have the same military in each other's base. But the problem is that these militia are denying the archery range from Jordan for so long. So Viper's going to have an archer by the time Jordan's archery range is even up. So Viper's just going to be ahead in the archer count, and each number counts. Every archer counts in the early game.
Okay. Well, we have here 4 villages on goal.
Yeah, it's gonna be... they're gonna go for some pressure here, but I don't think either player is gonna go full feudal. We're seeing full walls from Jordan coming in now. Viper's gonna work towards that once he cleans up the militia and the eagle here. Or he might just stay open because he knows what Jordan's doing. And he knows that he's gonna be ahead in the archer count.
Yeah, and I was about to say, and he has army, so he doesn't need really to wall, because he has army to defend, he has a fletching, also faster than his opponent, as you can see. So he's completely fine. For now, it's like, those militias he forgot in the middle of the map, Jordan is sending eagles. I'm surprised he's doing eagles, and now fletching. He's committing more army than I expected, Jordan. What do you think, Survivalist? Did you expect that team coming? With eagles?
Well, you know, eagles, you already have the barracks, so it's pretty easy to just add 1 or 2 in, and it can provide you with a unit that can deal with skirmishers. So if you're behind in the archer count, and say that Viper has a mix of archers and skirmishers, well, the eagles are going to deal with the skirmishers pretty well. They're going to tank a lot for the archers. So you can get away with having less archers if you have that eagle to buffer a little bit. So I think that's his thinking.
Okay, let's see what is gonna happen. For now, we can see how the food income from the Viper is very, very strong. Look at the farmers he has, 13 already. He has 9. Well, you might think it's not that much. 4 farms at this point, and from so long, it's quite a lot in the food income, Mr. Survivalist.
Yeah, exactly. Getting the farms down faster for Viper means he's going to have more food in the long run, and that's going to get him to the Castle Age a little bit faster here, unless something goes wrong, but it doesn't look like Jordan's in any position to do any meaningful damage at this point.
Yeah, Jordan is already walling, he's doing the market. Ooh, we're gonna see again, we didn't see any market reviews or not to match the previous series, but let's see in this semi-final, if Jordan, with the market already going to be up, is gonna be able to do the job here, okay? He should walk to the edge of the map. Go, Mr.
That's true.
Survivalist.
Yeah. And I think it's worth pointing out why Jordan doesn't have as many farms. It's because he spent all these resources on walls. So this is why a lot of players don't like to wall quite as much, because it makes them go behind a Castle Age. So if Viper gets up faster, hits with crossbowman timing with Bodkin arrow, and Jordan's still in Feudal Age, those walls are going to be nothing, because they're just going to get taken down so quickly. So Jordan with the much more defensive approach, he's gonna just be behind. He's gonna have to make a big play against Viper's army. He's gonna have to take a good fight against the army, and that's how he can at least stay in the game.
Wow, this is very bad. This is very bad for Jordan because abusing the market is gonna go up, but the Viper is still ahead, still faster into the next age, as you can see. Oh my goodness!
Exactly, and this is the this is what you get for not walling super early, is that you get the farms down faster castle age, and you can hit a crossbow timing to actually do damage. And Jordan isn't actually fully walled in the back, so we'll see if Viper ends up finding that.
Yeah, he will take a while. I think if Viper is going right away, he might be able to do it. Yeah, he's going there with the archers. Those archers are with fletching, might take that villager, and this can be actually a little bit of a disaster, because you are behind in the timing, you are getting there, the archers, he's waiting. He shouldn't wait, he's probably waiting because he wants to wait for the crossbows, but then if he waits, it's gonna be well.
Exactly. Yeah, but Viper's going now. Meanwhile, Jordan's going to, I guess he's shooting some walls, he might not dive the TC, but back to Viper's gonna get in, and this is gonna be key right here, because that's never going up. Jordan's military's at Viper's base, he's gonna bring his army back now, but it's gonna be, it has to come all the way from Viper's base. So how is he going to defend?
Well, he's not going to defense, and he's still far. Well, he has 3 skirmishes there, but he's taking a villager. He's creating the chaos that you didn't want to happen. And then you check survival. You check the resources. The Viper has. Look at the food he has. Look at the resources count he has. Is insane. He can make all the upgrades for the archers.
Exactly. He's gonna, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to get all the upgrades instantly, and this problem's just going to get worse and worse for Jordan.
Can the snowball from here? The scout also can help a lot against the skirmishes. Boso, Botkin arrow, doing all the upgrades. Not the crossbow upgrade. Okay, I'm surprised a little.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Is it behind a? Okay, it's behind. It was behind an archer. Normally, players will just cancel the archer so that they hit that crossbow and Bodkin timing, but I guess he forgot. Too much going on in this first game here. But this is already so good for Viper.
Yeah, it is really good. He's there with the archers. He has to be careful with the scout. The archers is already there and with more HP. We forgot to mention. He's creating the chaos. And what you don't want when you are playing against these Eagle civilizations is to let them get the initiative. And this is exactly what the Viper is doing here. Not letting Jordan breathe. And trying to make him to move all over and look at this economy. It's a disaster right now. And coming with more in front. Exactly. Survivalists.
Yeah, and Jordan lost most of his army in the front as well. And Ballistics is coming in for Viper. How is Jordan going to fight Ballistics? That's just not going to happen, I feel. Because Viper already has a hole in the base. He has no safe wood lines right now. How is he going to actually afford anything? He's getting elite skirmisher, but for what? He's going to have 10 skirmishers, and that's it. Because he's about to not have any wood.
Yeah, and then he has 17 archers with the +2. They are, as you can see, 42 HP is getting there, but he has also the archers. Those archers are still alive. The archers, they come through that hole, still alive. Not all of them, but he's coming. Also doing the Tone Watch, doing a second DC. But then you check the numbers, and somehow Jordan managed to be alright. He has 2 villages more. And army is not that far, and those are skirmishes +2, Mr. Survivalist. He's surviving.
Well, these are only +1 armor skirmishers. Oh wait, well +2's coming in. Yeah, you're right. So actually, he will be able to defend. I'm actually kind of confused why Viper didn't hit the wood line from behind. He tried to get in, and that actually took a little bit too much time. So yeah, actually, great job by Jordan to defend this, but the problem for him now is that he's stuck on skirmisher tech while Viper has crossbowman tech. And crossbowmen are going to be able to apply a lot more pressure than skirmishers, because skirmishers, they get countered quite a bit more easily. Now we have elite skirmisher coming in for Viper, so it looks like that's going to be Viper's answer to Jordan's skirmishers. Now, one thing worth mentioning is that Vietnamese, they're just going to have extra HP on all of their archer units. That includes the skirmishers. So Jordan's just making inferior units here to Vipers.
Yeah. It's true that he has ballistic as well, so it is even more complicated for Jordan. But he has the +2 armor. He's holding somehow. He's doing a second DC, but Viper is doing the third tone center. And this is the kind of the games that Viper love it, the survivalist. He loves to go with his macro, with his economy, taking the small lead, and then from there try to, like a hammer, pushing you a little bit from there, all the time.
Exactly. Yeah, Viper's just attacking everywhere. Viper has three groups of units. He's hitting the top TC, he's hitting in the center, and then he's also hitting in the bottom. And Jordan's just getting picked apart from every direction here.
Yeah, he's in three sides. He has to go away. And what people do not notice is not only the numbers. It's all the time that the idle economy has been for Jordan. With some more villages moving all the time, now doing the university. Like, you see the numbers? And now it's starting to explode, survivalist. 52 villages, 44, and double the army already. Economy-wise, the Viper is taking a really, really important lead now, and even with heavy load already. Whoa.
Yeah, exactly. And Viper can continue to produce from all three of his TCs while producing from all of his ranges. He's going to be getting a siege workshop at home just in case any skirmishers sneak through to his base. He's playing super solid. He's leaving no openings for Jordan to take advantage of.
Okay, and now he's coming. He's coming with so many units. How he's gonna be able, Jordan, to defend with this if he doesn't have a mangle? Probably he won't be able. This is so many crossbows and skirmishes. The upgrades still only missing the +2, but squalling. But that ballistic now, survival is ballistic here, make the job.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking of ballistics, Jordan just got ballistics, but he would have been better off probably canceling it and making a siege workshop instead. Because he really needs a mangonel here, because when you get behind in military like this, you can't really catch up in Jordan's position. So the only way for him to get back is to get 1 or 2 big bada booms on that army, and then he can maybe have a chance, but the economy's so far behind. He needs a miracle here.
Yeah, and if you check now, he's not even on goal. He has only this goal saved. The other goal is on the right side, as you can see. The other one forward. And since Viper is already there, constantly with units, he has 13 army more. And the good thing here, Viper did the mangonel, or better say the siege workshop, to be defensive at home. Since he's not getting attacked, he's coming forward with the mangonel, and then he is gonna be almost impossible for the German to push back the snake.
Yeah, exactly. The only thing that Jordan can do here is a siege workshop, and there it comes down, but it's a little bit too late. And Viper's already inside. He's not just at the gates, he's inside. And, well, we'll see what a single mangonel can do for Jordan, but this is not looking good.
Not looking good. The archers are coming. He's 2 tons sent as well. The Viper has 3. He's 21 villagers more. 21 villagers more. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. We have to see what is gonna happen here, and still trying to go, hand card even. Viper has the game under control, survivalist. I mean,
exactly. He's so far ahead economically, and he's just gonna get more ahead economically just by getting all the eco tax. That's a really great way of doing it. Jordan's going for a 3rd TC out in the middle of nowhere, and Jordan has no access to gold right now. So he's just going full skirmisher, and, well, gonna try to defend with mangonels, but it's really going to come down to the micro, and yeah, GG. The mangonel falls, and it's GG.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost impossible here. It's almost impossible. Look at those arches. The mangonel, you have to be careful. Yeah, he's controlling. Look at the micro here, taking the mangonel as well. Not losing almost anything. GG, well played, man. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, the Viper in this one, what we can say in this one? He dominated completely from the start. 12 village kill, 0 lost, and winning against a Eagle civilization is also always a plus, Mr. Survivalist.
Yeah, Viper was on another level here. Now, Vietnamese actually was a pretty good pick here, because if Incas are going to go for those ranged units, Vietnamese is just going to have a similar economy, but better units. So, yeah, it's actually a little bit tricky for Incas in the mid-game against Vietnamese. So really well played by Viper this game.
No, Survivalist wasn't ahead, guys. Survivalist said that it was over. Not that he saw the game is over. That he was thinking like this game is over. You know, like there is nothing else to say. You know, we are at the same time. There's not any delayed or being ahead. But it was clear that look at the population. I mean, you don't have to be ahead or behind. Is it 117, 76? Almost double the population, right, Survivalist? So, like, you could close your stream, your game or everything and know that the game was over.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Military, you can see, 47 kills, army high. He didn't lose a single village economy or with the almost 3,000 resources. Well, first game, like I like to call it, has been survivalist total dominations.
Exactly. Let's hope that we get a closer next few games. And I think Jordan has it in him. I think he just needed a warm-up game. So let's see it.
But usually TheViper is the one who is not playing the first game, you know? Like,
yeah,
he's the one who is not playing the first game properly, you know? Well, okay. Let's see if we are going to go for game number 2. We need to check now the draft. Let's go for the draft and see what to pick here. Because, well, there's many strong civilizations. They have banned super solid saves. These two. Franks, Mayans, Aztecs, and Chinese survivalists.
Yeah, I mean, with bans like these, it kind of makes sense. Though Mayans, Aztecs, and Chinese probably will get banned just for the most part every single time. Franks getting banned, yeah, it's high tier. It has its weaknesses, but it's not quite on the same level as the other three. Now, yeah, both players do have a pretty decent draft. I do like Viper with the Byzantines. We haven't been seeing quite enough of that civ recently. Keeps getting banned, actually. But I think game 2 is ready.
Yeah, and it's already there. Britons for TheViper, Khmer for Jordan, Mr. Survivalist.
All right. Yeah. We've seen Khmer a little bit, and we've seen them get a little bit countered by civs that like to go for scouts opening because they don't have any spearmen. So, yeah, we're going to have to see what happens here in the early game.
I mean, I prefer Britons. At least that you get domination here, but as I say, it seems Jordan is not that crazy aggressive player. I don't really know. Viper is just brutal with this civilization, but we're going to see. We have now game number 2. TheViper as a yellow guy in the south, Britons. And then we have Khmer. We were talking about those civilizations that I personally prefer Britons, but let's check first the map. And in a first look, when I check now Jordan map, you know what I feel, Survivalist? I want to cry.
Yeah, it's pretty open, but it has back berries, which is kind of okay. And remember, he's Khmer. He can jump in houses. He might be okay, but yeah, these two oases in the front is just so ugly.
Yeah, well, he has 2 woodland that are very nice. The plan is on the left, super open. But, being said that, we check the Viper, and he has 2 woodlands at the back, but what he has in front? Nothing, pretty much. Berries in front, the goal is okay. So the map is also, I mean, good for aggression from Khmer. What do you think?
Yeah, exactly. Well, with such an open map, I think both players can go aggressive. Now, with the woodlines at the back, it's a little bit easier to defend and just go full aggression, just little small walls in the back. So I think we're going to see a lot of feudal play this game.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully it's going to be. We will see what is going to be here. The berries is always... I think people underrate how important as the berries to having at the back. Because if you get some aggression early and you deny the berries, basically... You fall behind from feudal age in the early game. I don't know what you think about that.
Well, exactly. If you get taken off of berries, especially if you're trying to go for a lot of food units like men-at-arms or scouts, something like that, then it can really mess with the build. Even if you're going archers, it can mess with the fletching timing. Sometimes people might have to idle the TC or have to skip double bit or something like that. Look at all these birds. What is this? They're all flying in a line. You see that?
What is this, guys? What's happening, man? What? I have never seen this. Okay, I mean, it's okay. They want to be in the grand final? Well, what do you think? I mean, maybe, but they are not going anywhere. They're still there, man. What? I mean, it's a feature? Okay, Crosini, thank you. I like that, but they rush? I mean, they attack Crosini or not? Okay, well, it is okay. It is okay. 3 villages onward, Khmer. But I don't like how Jordan is doing the houses. A lot of players with Khmer, instead of doing the houses like this, of course you can wall, they put houses in all the resources. Like one house there,
Yeah.
okay, then another in the wood, and even another close to the berries. Well, he has one, but one house in the wood in case that you get surprised. I mean, it's a small
Yeah,
detail,
exactly.
but with Khmer, it's normal to do that, no?
Yeah, that extra house just felt like Jordan kind of forgot what he was doing and he needed a house right away, so he just placed it with that bill that was out there. And yeah, it's not the biggest deal, but it just shows maybe he's not quite fully warmed up yet, just a little bit sloppy. Hopefully those kind of things will wake him up. It's like, oh, I need to focus now. So hopefully he feels like that. And yeah, what are we going to be seeing from both players?
Well,
It's going to be interesting to see what they go for.
For Viper might be a standard one. I'm more curious about Jordan. He's gonna go stable without the Barak. What is he planning to do here? I mean, potentially not having Barak in these matchups shouldn't be a problem because you don't expect Britons to go scout war, right? But you never know, survivalist.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
now-
well, there's no rule saying Britons can't go Scout Rush. And
Yeah.
I would actually argue that Britons have a pretty strong Scout Rush because they have the sheep bonus. So they have extra food early. It's not like you're going to have Bloodlines early in Feudal Age. So, yep, Britons can go for a Scout Rush. Just the problem is that they don't really have a very smooth transition from Scouts. So he can go Scouts into Archers, which would be pretty good. But then he's got this stable that he's not going to use later on, most likely. Although, you know what we have been seeing? We've been seeing Crossbowmen and Knights being played by Britain players, but that's more against Mesosivs, so.
yeah.
Okay, second Lumber Camp coming for Jordan now.
Always good to have those anyway for the mobility, and in a map like this might be good. We see how the Viper is going up 19 population. Well, with 19 population, if he's not even going for the goal, I wouldn't be surprised that he's going to scout and spears and go from there. And then
This is what we've been hinting at. It's like Khmer, they don't have the barracks because they go greedy and they miss it. I mean, that's just using their Civ bonus. So going Scouts against them can be extremely effective.
yeah,
Especially on a
but
map like this.
But he's mining goal. He's going for the safe approach.
Yeah.
He's going for the archers right away, it seems. But super fast up. 19 population, man. It's insane. Seriously.
Yeah, this is a little strange, actually, because he's not building any militia or anything like that. What is he... Like, I guess he's going to go one range, but... Is that going to really do a ton? I guess he's going to have a spear, but just one range archers is not really that much military, although Britons do have the faster working ranges, so they can get a little bit more out. But against a Scouts opening? Oh, well,
he's not going
looks
to
like,
scout.
we're seeing archers from Khmer as well.
Oh, but this mining camp is also very tricky. I mean, if Viper is coming now faster, he will have to delete the mining camp to save those villages. Like,
Absolutely a terrible mining camp in this situation because we know that Viper's going archers. Like Jordan didn't have that fully scouted, but still he should be able to assume Britons, and he's taking like this mining camp is so greedy like that, and he's not even using the villagers on the most efficient tile as well. So maybe he just misplaced it. I don't know.
yeah. Well, definitely I don't like that one. You can see how both with double attacks and horse collar, so he's not getting like a huge advantage not having to build the barrack. He has already a few farmers, that's good. 2 farmers while the Viper nothing, but he still have the goats. So he's fine in terms of food. And he's going to skirmishes. He's going to skirmishes first because he has only one village on goal. Okay. It's playing the counter army survivalist.
I'm kind of confused by both players' play this opening. It's been a little bit strange. Not easy to predict what's really going to happen from here. Because, I mean, Viper went for gold early with the mining camp, but he's only just using it now. So it's like, I don't know. It's baffling me what both players are doing here.
Yeah. But I'm annoyed by the animals, man. I'm very annoyed. They don't go away, man. They're still there. Okay, I don't want to check anymore. I'm annoyed, guys. I mean, today I'm annoyed for the drops, for the problems. Now the animals. I'm annoyed, man. You don't have the sound. Survivalist, who is hacking my channel? Who is hacking the tournament, man? All going great, and then we get the animals also in the last day. What is this? Survivalist, explain me. What's going on?
Yeah, well, you know what the birds are. You know how when you're laming, and you know, the boar gets a little bit far away and it goes back. Well, the birds have a lot of line of sight, and if you're trying to lame, as long as the elephant stays inside Gaia's line of sight, then it won't go back. So the birds actually help you with the lame. They were just making a little highway across the center of the map, telling each player to go lame, and it'll make it really easy.
Probably they didn't see. Probably the players didn't see. But for now, we have how Jordan has a little bit less idle TC. So for a moment, they've got one volley ahead, but not so much. You know, it's 6 seconds only. 27-27. Military numbers. Viper, obviously a little bit more, because Britain's archery range work faster. So if you are going only one archery range, benefit the Britons here.
Exactly. And these two archers that are sneaking around the back that are going to hit the berries are going to be key here. So on the front, yeah, Viper can't win this fight really unless he stays on the hill. But this is distracting Jordan, and Jordan's not going to see these two archers that are coming in. Oh, yeah. Unless he goes to the gold, but I think he's going to go straight to the berries. Now, Viper does know that those two vills are trapped in the gold, so he might want to take that hill and just force a delete. But here come the archers.
He's on the farmers, he's on the farmers. He's only 2 villages, but well, he's denying the berries. Less food income for him, for Jordan. And man, I was telling you, before starting this series, and also with this one, you need to go aggressive against the Viper. And the Viper is the one who is playing more aggressive in the first 2 games. I don't know what you think, Survivalist.
Yeah, exactly. And it's pretty crazy that Viper is playing aggressive when he opened one-range skirmishers.
Yeah.
How does that even happen?
Well, I don't know. Really don't know. I don't know then if he's gonna make a stable now with Khmer, or he will just try to go greedy. I put greedy in quotes and go for Castlage. The Viper has a still good amount of farms. He's doing the armor. It's still only 1 archery range. And as you say, it's crazy. He lost now the scout. It's true that Jordan scout is still alive at very low HP. He should be fine. Doing now the armor. And now military Jordan a little bit ahead. He's going back. And I wouldn't be surprised then to see the Viper, the one with a stable. Because, or a second archery range, because right now it seems to be that Jordan is getting the numbers, getting the lead.
Yeah, second archery range for Jordan. I think both players are getting ready for Castle Age, because if you look at the farm counts, they pretty much have as many farms as they want. They're just waiting for the income to kick in. And yeah, we're going to be seeing another early crossbowman push from the Viper here. Now, Jordan actually does have a pretty good skirmisher count at the moment. So we'll see if he can maintain that and have a competitive Castle Age time here.
I mean, he will. Look at that economy. Look at that food with Khmer. Looking like cheating. Guys, he's not cheating. Khmer, it just works like this. The farms are just dropping the food instantly, and that's why he's about to go up to Castle Age. Yeah, he's doing wheelbarrow, Mr. Viper. But the time now for Castle Age for Jordan is gonna be very good. And this can be a problem for the Snake. What do you think?
Yeah, exactly. As long as Jordan doesn't lose his skirmisher mass here and he continues to produce, he's going to be in a pretty good spot. Now, we'll see if he commits fully to skirmishers, but the thing is that he's making the second archery range now, and yeah, he's going to be making skirmishers. So, let's see what the Viper has against mass skirmishers, but Viper's going to come forward with a bigger army for now. So, if Viper can hit a timing and get rid of these gold miners, then the Viper can still take a pretty good lead, just with the army advantage.
Yeah, the problem is that numbers is almost the same. Viper is taking a small lead, as you mentioned. He's coming now, and the Viper will go up soon, but Jordan is getting there. Only 1 minute 30 seconds left. It's gonna be like a minute 20 seconds, but the Viper reading the game properly. He's walling all the map. I think he feels that his opponent is gonna be up faster. Okay, and Khmer economy with those farmers is just insane. I mean, they have the same macro in theory, but just look at the food. You get instantly there. And that's why he's ahead right now.
The advantage is you can just place the farm anywhere, and it's gonna act like you have single layer farms. Like, none of these farms are really double layer efficiency. They're all 100% efficiency. So yeah, Khmer farms are pretty strong. It's really nice, and you can just, since you can just place them anywhere, you don't spend as much time thinking about them as well. So you save your mental resources for other things as well. Yeah. So big battle coming in.
Big battle
see
here.
If Jordan commits. Looks like he wants to take a really good fight here.
But he need that fight when he's about to be in Castle Age. Because I'm not sure. Well, now it's good to do it, but he's getting the hill. Now it's the Viper who is trying to get this, but Jordan is his momentum. He's taking all the arches. Good micro here by the German. Look at the score. Elite Skimmers is on Botkin. If he's doing any other transition, no. Just double archery range, not doing any stable or anything. But now he's going to attack the Viper base, but his base is fully walled.
So Jordan's gonna defend with his skirmishers that he's building right now and go forward with his main mass. Now, Viper's making a palisade gate, which is actually just a weak point for the skirmishers to target down. Because skirmishers, the elite skirmishers, they do 5 damage against the 2 armor. Skirmishers are doing 3 damage per hit to this palisade gate. Watch how it's gonna fall even to the skirmishers. So, not the greatest play by Viper to make that palisade gate. As you can see, he's just gonna target it right away, and he's gonna get in. Is it going to be in time, though?
Yeah, he's going to be in. He's going to be with the +2. But the Viper is playing exactly what he needs. And what he needs is a TC on the goal. With so many abilities. And doing now a Scorpion because he has no goal. No goal at all to make a mangle. That probably is what he wanted. The good thing for the Viper is that he has the crossbow with extra attack. And he's trying to counter-attack in the north. And that TC is up. So he's fine for now. But cheaper TCs. Britons. 3 town centers. The game is still very, very close, but with 3 TCs already, if Jordan is not doing now damage, be careful with the Britons.
Yeah. We're going to have to see how ballistics works out for Jordan. Looks like his army's out of position to actually really do much with it, unfortunately. But Jordan knows about the 3rd TC from Viper, so he knows that no pressure is going to be coming to his base. Also, he knows about the defensive siege workshop. So Jordan's got to be comfortable with getting that 3rd TC up pretty soon, so that he doesn't fall behind, because he knows exactly what Viper's up to. He has perfect skirmishes there, and also the good thing that now he has ballistic. It's true that the economy upgrades are a little bit better for Viper, with Varo and Bozo, but he's a 3rd TC now, and Villi's number is almost the same. I like Jordan's position right now. I think he's fine, completely fine at the moment, Survivalist. Yeah, I like his position as well. He has full map control. His eco is pretty similar as... Oh, he's going to forget Bowsaw, isn't he? He's getting Heavy Plow now, which leads me to believe that he thought he has Bowsaw, but he doesn't. Hopefully he checks his lumber camp, but we might be seeing him missing... Oh, no, there it is. Okay, great play by Jordan to get that. And we've got some ballistic skirmishers on the bottom. The great part about the 2nd armor on the skirmishers is that they just don't die to TC fire. So Jordan can camp this TC forever.
Yeah, even more with ballistic, right? Like he can do a lot of damage here, and with the +2. Whoa, he's taking a belly. There you go. Jordan playing well. Jordan playing really well this one. Much better, I would say, than the first game. 3 TCs. And then the gameplay from here, what you will do, Mr. Survivalist here. You will try to go to him as fast as possible, or if you mass more farms and with Khmer power, double stable and try full castle age aggression. Because Imperial Age against Britons, I don't know, even if you have Khazars and so on, it's kinda tricky though.
It could be okay though, because Khmer, they do have Siege Ram, so if the game goes later, Khmer is still gonna be fine. And they're a little bit later in Castle Age at this point. They're not really set up to go for a huge push. A Siege Workshop's coming down somewhat defensively just in case in the middle of the map for Jordan, but I don't think either players are going to be committing to full Castle Age aggression or anything like that here. We're just going to be seeing Boom up to like 80 vills, go up to Imp, castles, stuff like this. This is going to be a longer one.
Okay, well, we have Magorol. Let's see if it's gonna be a longer one, because people love also the long games as well. But some few bad battles can change completely the game. We have a Siege Workshop here from Jordan, but the Viper is coming already. He still have no ballistic, by the way. And even if you got the extra range, dealing against +2 and ballistic skirmishes, if Jordan played properly, shouldn't have a problem. But if he's taking 2 Magorol shot like he got the first one, it's gonna be a disaster.
Yeah, exactly. Viper is going to have a pretty good position with the Crossbowmen and the Mangonels. There's only so much that Skirms can do here, but with the addition of defensive Mangonels from Jordan, he will be okay.
Okay. We can see here, guys. We can see here now the Mangonels, the Skirmishes in top of that hill. He's coming. He got the the hill. Now Jordan don't want to lose that control. Population the same. Ballistic is coming, Mr. Survivalist. So the next couple of minutes, those mangoes that are coming, let's go to the Viper point of view, fog of war. And he's gonna see now, though, gonna lose that mangonel. Not good for the Viper. He's now with only one mangonel, and Jordan is keeping the hill. Not want to take the risk. And why to take the risk? You don't need it. Now he split those units, and he's to have the advantage here. But why he's not using a little bit more micromanagement with those skirmishes? But still, any game.
It was okay though,
yeah,
because he took out a crossbowman. He did a lot of damage to that mangonel. That's going to force repair bills forward. Mangonels are not cheap to repair as well. They're pretty expensive. So even just doing damage to the mangonel is kind of nice.
Okay, 2 mangonels, crossbows again. 28 farmers for both players, only 5 bellies on gold. But to be honest, Jordan is not doing any, well, except the mangonels, not too much gold units. But this is, I insist, this is the game that usually Viper likes. He's coming with more economy. He's gonna lose the he's gonna lose that mangonel. Not looking good for the mangonel shot. Ay, ay, ay. Well, 1 for 1. He's gonna lose that one. He's gonna repair. No, he couldn't. And those are many skirmishes. That was good for Jordan. That was really good for Jordan. He need to go back. He still have the hill there, but these crossbows versus skirmishes fully upgraded. You will never get that battle even if he's with the snipers, Survivalist.
Yeah. Well, it's worth pointing out that Britons don't have thumb ring as well, so their crossbowmen are firing slower, whereas other civs can sometimes fight the skirmishers in certain situations. Britons, you really don't want to be fighting against skirmishers at all without a meat shield or without mangonel supporting. So these skirmishers are going to push the Viper all the way back to his base, and well, the one mistake that Jordan has is that he's not on stone yet for a castle forward. He's going to be able to control the map a little bit with the mangonels for now. He's going to go up with no castle, though. And how is he going to push in early Imperial Age? I think we're going to see Imperial Age come in for Jordan a little bit faster. But at the same time, the Viper is preparing a night transition here.
Yeah, he might try to do something nice then. The transition can be awkward, but if he's doing the +3 and gold runs, maybe he's doing the job. Imperial Age for Jordan. This Khmer civilization is insane. It's true that Viper is going with more and more villages. I have seen this game many times. Survival is almost 20 villages more already for the Viper. Maybe I exaggerate, but you know, 110 villages. And he's coming now with crossbows. He's gonna go with the knights, but that micro is not the best here for the Viper. He lost quite a lot of crossbows. The Survivalist, you don't want to lose this amount of army like this. No.
Yeah, honestly, it wasn't that Viper's micro was bad. It's that Jordan had just a sick attack round, and Viper just, I mean, he didn't react, but sometimes it's kind of hard to really predict where the opponent's going to attack round. That was a huge play by Jordan, because Viper, he's got no army now.
Okay, well, 24 army, Jordan 31. Jordan is going back, and the Viper is not taking any risk. Doing the outpost, he could do the castle there, but no, he's doing the castle at home. I like that castle. He's protecting the goal. He's protecting his base, actually. But do you think he could push maybe and make the castle forward? But anyway, Survivalist, and then you answer to that question. The Viper is on the way to Imperial.
Exactly, yeah. And I mean, Viper could have went forward. It would have been a bit risky at this point, though. But Jordan is going for a Knight's transition himself because, well, that's a little bit more natural for Khmer. Or maybe, oh no, he's going light cav. He's going light cav, okay. What is he going to spend his gold on? That's the real question, Jordan.
Well, the problem is that he doesn't have a lot of gold. Only 8 villages on gold. 42 farmers, yes. But he doesn't have really a lot of gold. And the Viper is now ready. And guys, the Viper has 26 villages more. I wouldn't be surprised to see Arbalists and Cavaliers from Viper, sorry. Or maybe full light caps as well. What do you think?
Yeah, we're just going to have to see. Viper only made these knights for raiding, though. I don't think he's gonna... Well, actually, no, he's getting +2 now. It feels like he's not gonna have enough resources to upgrade both unit lines at the same time. Viper's gonna be a little bit open to being attacked in early Imperial Age, but as I was saying earlier, Jordan doesn't have a castle. He's in Imp, and he doesn't have a castle. How can he push with no siege? He can't. So Viper's gonna be able to outlast here.
Yeah, he cannot. Well, and the problem... Well, I mean, 106 villages seems okay when you have 53 farmers also from Khmer. Obviously, you will need a little bit more boom. He need more gold for sure if they can go longer. He's going for the light cut, as you mentioned before. Now he's doing all the upgrades for those skirmishers. The chemistry, the +4 armor, still no Thambrin also for Khmer. Don't forget that if he's going also with archers as well or something, no Thambrin too. But I don't know, man. The boom from the Viper seems to be insane, and he has set up 2 really great castles to come from there and push it back.
Yeah. I think that Jordan just didn't really have a clear game plan for early Imperial Age, and that's going to allow Viper to catch back up. Viper has the better economy. He's arguably got a little bit better map control with those castles in the front. Both players are doing a little bit of raids here, but they don't really matter too much at this point. Both players are fully boomed. So, yeah, Jordan is really going to need a proper unit here, a proper gold unit, because he can't win with full trash at this point.
Yeah, but
he is collecting the... So I do like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was about to ask, but what is the proper unit here? Because if you go Cavalier, then the Viper will go House. So, what is the proper unit here? Maybe I will go full Hussars and Siege? Like
oh yeah, but it's not about a single unit. If there's Cavalier that can't counter by Halbs, then you counter the Halbs with your skirmishers.
That's
so...
true. Yeah.
If you have a composition, it can work, but if you're just thinking about the units like, oh, I have skirmishers, they die to siege, I have the light cav, they die to halbs, it's like, you have to think about the full composition. And I think that with a proper composition for Jordan, he can actually do the job here. He's going to try and win the game with just Hussar raids. That's his plan.
Yeah. Well, and you think it can work in the long run? Because Khmer has a sick economy, and then obviously the mobility with Hussars from Khmer is gonna be better for sure. And if he's taking all the relics, this is great for Jordan, honestly. If the game goes longer, he has now a castle at home, so he's setting up Hussars income. 68 Khmer farmers is insane. 68 Khmer farmers, and this reminds me a little bit how he played against Hera in the first game of that series. I don't know if you remember, if people remember in the stream, he did with the hands all Hussars. Obviously Hera did the job here, but in this one, who's gonna have the advantage? It's a lot of army for Jordan, and now 130 villages from the Germans, so his boon is already very, very solid.
Yeah, both players are maxed, and it's impossible to tell who's got the advantage here. I think that the map control is better for Viper with all these castles, but both players are maxed out. Both players have an army that can raid, so it's gonna come down to who can outlast. And, well, with Jordan bringing in the relics, he's setting himself up a little bit better for the late game. And since Khmer do have siege rams, I think we're going to have to be seeing those to actually be pushing for Jordan. Because he needs to push at some point. He's getting handcart now, so his eco is going to be okay.
It's gonna be amazing, not okay, survivalist is gonna be amazing. And where's the Arbalest from the Viper? Where's the Arbalest from the Viper? Jordan is coming back from the hell, doing another castle on the left, yes, but they saw raiding, the Hussars are coming. The Arbalest, I don't see many Arbalests anymore, he's doing more in the cube, but where's the Viper army? Well, kinda disappeared a little, but the Viper will do light caves as well. The problem is, light caves cannot compete with the Hussars, but as you were telling, it's about the composition, and at some point, the Viper will have to rate Jordan. Otherwise, Jordan is gonna just keep coming more and more forward, and at some point, as you mentioned, a castle forward and 6 rams will be unstoppable.
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised that he hasn't done anything like that already. Now, Viper keeps sending in just small groups of raids to the back, but Jordan's got units all over the place to defend against this, and he hasn't taken any meaningful damage from Viper's raids. So this is looking really good for Jordan at this point. Now, we've got a big raid coming into the back of Viper's base, and I think that that's going to do quite a bit of damage here. It just keeps Viper's units out of position while Jordan gets this forward castle up, and maybe he can start to siege this castle from Viper.
But man, look at the Viper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 castles all in a line. If he put another, he will not need even stone walls, because all the castles will reach every single unit that is coming. You know, I mean, he's closing all the paths. All the paths, the Viper is closing. Unbelievable game and great gameplay by the Snake, honestly. With, in my opinion, a more passive civilization, let's say, than the Khmer at this point, because Khmer can go with Hussars and siege rams. Look how he's playing. And now he's doing Gentlemen. Those Arbalests will be with 11 rank. Look at the amount of castles he has. It's a perfect position, man.
Yeah, these are beautiful castles. I really like the way that Viper has set up the map. He is just doing perfect defense here. Now, he looks like he wanted to maybe switch to Longbowman. He built 3 of them, but maybe that was just to defend some raids or something like that. It would be nice to see Longbowman switch with all these castles because they are a little cheaper gold-wise.
I want to see the Lombos, man. I mean, Lombos would be amazing. And then more Khazars are coming, but I will mention, and because he's not really walling, if he wall, man, look at the castles, man. Are taking the Khazars. He's trying to raid and he can. Now he's coming and there's another castle. He's trying to go back. He got the Mangle. There's a lot of farming. The Viper has more army than his opponent. Now, it's not possible. Jordan has 2,000 gold in the bank, and you know where he's using? No, because he's not using at all, Mr. Survivalist. What is this?
This is exactly what I'm saying. What is Jordan using his gold on? If he doesn't spend his gold on units, he can't win with trash. He needs to do something. He needs to, like, go Cavalier or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Spend the gold.
But Werewolf is doing Werewolf. Do you know what that means? Please explain to the viewers, because not everyone is expert in the chat. Well, 4K chat, but you know what I mean. What is the Werewolf doing, which is amazing?
Werewolf has 2 crazy good effects for trebuchets. So what it does, number 1 effect, it gives your trebuchet splash damage. So like a mini mangonel shot, it's gonna be hitting multiple units at once. And the secondary effect is it gives your trebuchets 100% accuracy. So if you're in a treb war, trebuchet versus trebuchet, your trebuchets are going to be hitting 100% of the time to the enemy trebuchets. You are never going to win you're never going to lose a trebuchet war when you have Werewolf.
Yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Maybe it's not that needed here because there is not a trebuchet battle for now, but there is a lot of trebs here for Jordan. This is still similar population, even more for Jordan. Jordan is getting raped a little bit at home, but he is still with 66 farmers. And you know what impressed me the most here? Impressed me or surprised me? Jordan has 65 Khmer farms, 0 food in the bank.
Yeah.
0 food
well,
in
he
the
spent
bank.
on Hazar. That's how it is.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised that Jordan hasn't picked up this back relic. Like, he sees a relic in the back and he hasn't picked it up. So he's just so focused on all the other crazy...
He doesn't see. Put the fog of war.
Yeah. Wait,
does he
not?
Cannot see.
No way.
He's out of his POV right now. Look at this. He doesn't see the relic. I was sure that he couldn't see it. Yeah, he's even buying... What? He buy food. He's buying food. What? Who buy food with Khmer in the late game? It never happened. Double crossbow. What? Double crossbow for Khazars? Ballista elephant. I mean, he's doing double crossbow. What's going on? I mean, what's happening here? I don't know. Look at the traps. Look at the traps. Look at the traps.
Yeah.
Look at the traps.
What kills ballista elephants, though?
Yeah. I don't know.
He's gonna have to go halberd or something.
He's ballista elephants, man. But he's doing more and more. What the hell? Okay. Well, Khazars are coming. Let's see the trebuchet. Still Werewolf trebuchet should dominate. You can see 100% accuracy. But man, this army for Jordan might be scary. Ballista elephant with double crossbows. Look at this. If he's shooting the arbalest, he might kill a lot or not. So many Khazars, 200 population. Man, the game keeps going, and this is already an incredible game to watch.
Yeah, these ballista elephants, they have 3 pierce armor right now. I believe they get even more with the elite upgrade. I'm not 100% sure because it's not a unit that we see very often, but these things are tanky. So,
tanky?
Basically,
yeah.
We're gonna be seeing some ballista elephant domination here in a sec if he keeps, and he's producing more.
Oh my goodness! Look at this! He's producing more, and Khazars, he's under the castle and he's not losing them. He could go back a little bit, but look at Jordan, look at the score, coming with the traps, taking the castles down, but look at the ballista elephants. He need to go back. Why he's losing them there? Oh, come on, they're so beautiful. We want to see the fatties back, and the fatties are gone. But the Khazars here, the rating is insane, and look at the Viper, man. The snake. Still 200 population even after this situation. Repairing the castle and now sending light cats. What is this game with survivalist? What is this game?
This is crazy. Yeah, and at the same time, I know we've got a big battle in the bottom. Looks like Viper's gonna... he might protect this castle, but Jordan has a castle coming up in the top, so it looks like Jordan might switch his focus a little bit to the north and try and push from there.
Well, if the game keeps going long... Herbal medicine! The Viper is doing herbal medicine, okay? We're gonna see all the techs, all the damn techs here already. I like it. I really like it. And Viper is still trying to hold. Look at this, man. Look at this macro and micro from the players. He has 103 villages, which is not a lot for the late game. But if he's able to put 100 army, how do you take this down, man? 100 army.
Exactly.
Elite Ballista Elephant.
Survivalist.
Survivalist. Sorry. Elite Ballista Elephants. I really don't remember ever before seeing this unit in any King of the Desert edition. You know, Elite Ballista Elephant. Let's go, Survivalist, from there.
Yeah, I'm ready. It was inevitable with this number of Ballista Elephants being spammed, and we're gonna see how they do. They deal damage just like Scorpions. They have that piercing attack, and that's gonna be great against those little tiny Arbalisters here. And it can sort of support the Hussars against the Light Cavs as well. So they're really not too bad. They're just very expensive to get to, but guess what? Jordan was saving his gold for this moment.
Yeah, well, he still have a lot of gold. And remember one thing, these Ballista Elephants are considered like Siege, or not? Is Siege Engineer working for them? I think they do, or not?
Yeah. So they're like kind of Siege, kind of not. They are considered a Siege unit, but you don't need Redemption to convert them. So yeah, Siege Engineers is going to give them +1 range. Now, Ballista Elephants, they actually still only have the 3 Pierce armor in the late game, so they're not like... Wait, do Parthian tactics affect them? That's what I want to know. People in chat probably know better than me. This is like, who's a Ballista Elephant pro in the chat?
The question is if Khmer has Parthian tactics. They don't have Parthian tactics, you know?
Really? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they don't.
Well, never
don't
mind.
worry. Don't worry, guys.
I was Pierce armor then.
I want to apologize, guys. I was getting excited and I was eating literally my microphone. Don't worry, I have put the microphone a little bit far away. Sorry, I was eating the microphone because I'm getting so excited. Sorry, you know. I was literally eating, you know. Eating the microphone. Apologize, guys, apologize. I'm recovering the hype with all the problems we got in the first series. Now, we are back on fire. And here we are with Helms, with Arbalists, with Lightcast, Hussars, and Elite Ballista Elephants. And who's gonna win the game? Survivalists. You are here to say the viewers who the hell is gonna win the game. Let's go.
That's impossible to say right now. I like Jordan's position because he has the relics, but Viper hasn't lost a castle this game. And Viper is sieging the castle in the north and defending his castle in the south. Actually, ooh, wait, Viper might lose a castle here.
No!
It's really close.
It's really close. Down. The trebuchets are down. It's still coming. Hussars are coming on the left. He's repairing. I'm missing the siege rams. Seriously. Survivalist, if he's doing siege rams, he can't stop the siege ram with this army. And if he stop it, the other army might take over. You need to make siege rams. Siege rams, in my opinion, is the key. The problem here is, I really believe that with 76 farmers, what the hell? With 76 farmers, you should never lose this game, being Khmer. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's insane.
Especially with all the gold in the bank. The gold is still on the map, too. He's still mining so much gold. He just needs to remember about Siege Ram. Like, I don't think he's consciously not making Siege Ram. I think he just forgot about it because that's just the unit you go against Britons. And it would just be so strong here.
I want to tell you guys that right now Jordan has only 14 Hussars on the field, but 60 on the queue. Well, 53. You know, so he has Hussars for the whole game. But the Viper right now has army for the whole game as well. What is this, man? What is this? Insane. Insane. Exactly. It's still coming. I mean, this game will finish.
This game will finish at some point, but as I was saying, it's going to be a long game, and Hussar raids are going to be key. So it's going to be Jordan or Viper. They both have to go for their cavalry raids, follow it up with a big push, and then make it so that the opponent has to be replacing villagers instead of army, and snowball from there. Now, yeah, both players are just being a little bit wasteful with the armies. Just actually, Jordan's wasting a lot of his Hussar, but it's not really a big deal at this point. This game might go for wood control. We will have to see.
I still insist, I don't want to be boring with this, that... Okay, let's see this battle on the left. Taking the trebuchet is a big deal. He wants to take, but those halberdiers are just doing the job. The ballista elephants are also killing, but if he take both trebs, he's gonna be happy. I'm sure that taking the trebs, he's happy because he knows that the Viper won't have gold forever.
Exactly. He just traded Hussar for gold
For
units,
traps?
and
Yeah.
that's always going to be a good trade at this stage.
Okay, I see that Jordan need a little bit of more wood mine. Lumberjack, sorry. He has 17 only. And if you want to replace at some point the farmers, you will need some of. He's doing Town Patrol, man. Okay. Why he's doing Town Patrol? I mean, what he want to see? He want to see on the left survival is out of the map? Why you want Town Patrol? I mean, look at the average he's doing. I mean,
to allow him to see that relic. This Town Patrol is a big brain play.
okay, the relic. Okay, let's see. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. He took the relic! The relic! He's trying to find the relic! Let's go, Mr. Survivalist! You were right, let's go! And man, the viewers, I feel proud for the first time in 8 years. I feel proud of the chat. The chat was ahead of me and knew about the relic. This chat is amazing. Survivalist, the chat is insane. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention to the chat because this game's so crazy. I have no time for that.
Me either, man, but I'm leaking them, you know? I'm trying to make them happy because they were annoyed for the drops. Shut up, Survivalist, what is this? Anyway,
but
jokes aside...
we've got halbs on Ballista Elephants, that's not a good thing.
Yeah, well, that's true. Look at the amount of halves on Arbalists. I was telling you, man, 100 army. 100 army from Britons, and TheViper doing an amazing job here. It's insane the amount of army he has. Survivalist, TheViper in late game is so difficult to kill. Don't forget him winning every single deathmatch tournament for a good reason.
Yeah, but well, Jordan's set up a little bit better here, if I'm being honest, because he's had more villagers working for longer. Yeah, he's had the less efficient trades, but he's gonna be able to replace the units. He's got more relics to deal with. The only thing that's keeping Viper in a really good spot is his castle positions, and because just Jordan cannot find an opening. He has to siege. He really needs siege ram, and because he's not going to be treb pushing against Warwolf.
I really believe, I want to tell you two things, Survivalists. I really believe that TheViper is using better the units, is controlling a little better the units, and if Jordan is losing this game with 3,000 gold in the bank, it's still almost 800 stone, I don't know what to say. Look at the resources he has. It's just epic. The resources he has is just insane. Look at this Khazar's battle now with the skirmishes as well. No, man. Now he's to kill all. If he's taking the house, he's gonna take everything, I believe. Or not.
Yeah.
And he can spam
the arms are gonna go home.
Yeah.
They can get home. But one thing is that Jordan is adding scorpions here. So he's gonna try something else. He went Ballista Elephant, that didn't really work. And he's gonna go scorpions here.
Really?
They have a little bit more range, which could be okay, but will it be enough against the Arbs? I would just still love to see some siege rams.
Is what I wanted to tell you. If he's doing 10 siege rams here together with the army, explain me how TheViper will stop that. Where's the rams? The rams, amigo. Where's the rams? It's still okay. He's sending villies to kill the traps. Let's go. On the left, he's going with the he's gonna take the castle with the villies. This is okay. Let's go, Jordan. This is what we wanted to see. Look at the German. Of course, it's a misclick, but he's going with the villies to take the castle. Come on, what is this? The game is
I mean,
wild.
it can work if you get sappers, but yeah. Well, it's kind of good for him to lose a few vills because he needs more army. He cannot fight this Britain army with less units because it's just such an efficient army, and he's got there are halbs against cavalry units. So how are you going to fight that from Britons here?
Do you think at some point the players, and now it will calm down a little bit, do you think at some point Jordan is losing his patience?
Yeah.
I feel that he's really getting, I wouldn't say annoyed, but I don't know where to go. And now the
starting to fall
are
apart.
there. You know what I mean? Oof.
Yeah. Because he just can't deal with this ultra efficient Arbalister ball. Now, if you click the Arbs, collectively they have 184 kills on the 42 Arbs, and that's pretty efficient.
Wow. That's sick. So he's not remaking those. It's the Arbalists that he's got for a long time. And look who is doing rams at the end. Maybe now Jordan is gonna think, okay, I got rams too. TheViper, it's coming with 6 cab rams. Man, this is exactly what he needed, and Jordan is still 1,000 stone in the bank, 1,500. Insane game by TheViper.
Yeah, exactly.
Insane game by TheViper. That's it.
By both players, but
GG.
Jordan is starting to lose villagers to raids in the back of his base. He's starting to fall asleep a little bit, and GG. It's over.
Brutal game. Brutal game by TheViper here, by both. But this victory with TheViper, for TheViper, look at the reaction from the players. TheViper, it's looking scary right now, survivalists. What do you think?
Yeah, TheViper is playing super well, but Jordan, he showed that game that he has what it takes to compete here. And I think we're not going to be seeing a sweep from TheViper. I predict Jordan can at least take a game soon.
Okay. I'm checking military economy here as well. For Jordan, look at the food he got. He got 18,000 more food. He got 4 relics. I mean, he got 10k more resources, but look at the army from TheViper.
Yeah, exactly. It was too efficient, and also just Jordan's game plan was not quite as polished as Viper's there. Viper knew exactly what he was going to do at every stage in the game. He set up the castles, he was always defending at the right places at the right time, got Werewolf at the perfect time, kept his arbs alive for the most part. And Jordan just he was just making trash for a while, and then he adds in some Ballista Elephants and tries to switch to Scorpions. It's like, he didn't really know what he wanted to do that game.
Incredible. Let me update the score here because now I have to do all this. We have enjoyed a lot, but we miss it. The path from from TheViper in the tournament, and we want to see what happened. Small video, and we continue with game number 3, guys. Well, Say My Name is gonna be with Match Point, and Say My Name also has still the Mayan civilization. Oh, yeah, baby.
At this stage, Viper wishes he banned Hunts. That is just insane. And Say My Name is going in again. Look at this raid. Viper's gonna call it right there. Wow.
Oh my
what
goodness.
A game.
Say My Name to TheViper 1. Can you believe this one? With the Cavaliers and Pikes, it's just fine. It's gonna take it. Still the Pikes in front also taking some good trade. And this also Knights and the GG have been called. Guys, GG call is gonna be a decided game. Oh my goodness. These 100 foot less for
and look
the
at where
Viper.
The scout is. Look at the scout from the Viper. What is he scouting? Where is he going?
+2, +1. And that's insane. He's gonna take the Mangonel. He deleted, but it didn't work. Now he killed. And now the Viper is taking absolutely everything. Look at the score difference. The score difference is just insane right now. And the big problem here is that he's still with 1 TC. This is a forward castle. And the Viper, it's coming literally back from the hell. Because he was almost there, honestly. And whoa. This is a big battle. He's taking absolutely everything. No army for Say My Name anymore. Mr. Mooney,
that's gotta be
the
it.
Viper is GG. Look at Say My Name reaction. Look at Say My Name reaction. And he's still the Viper, but Casva is just exploring now the Lumberjack and exploring the berries. He's gonna commit. Let's see if Viper is gonna be able to save this value. Well, no! Oh my god, but he's doing a guide. Disgusting. This player is just disgusting. I see the Mangonel, but it's so many archers. Okay. The Mangonel is in the hell already. No, man. GG. It's impossible, man. It's impossible. And the GG has been called. The Viper has done, well, a domination. Playing great. The Snake is playing great. 71 military. It's crazy that he could come back. I mean, after losing 2 individual TCs. I mean, that's a question. Leary. when you make the interview to TheViper if he's winning the series. Look
I
at
already thought
NBL, he smiled.
I'm gonna ask him.
He smiled.
I
What?
already thought I'm gonna ask him how many times he went to aim the series.
Oh my god, look at Viper Billy is safe. Look at the Viper Billy is safe. Ridiculous, man.
Still
he
dying,
saved the
still
Billy
dying.
against look at no, he's not dying. He saved the Billy against the Eagle Fang in the spears. What the hell? Look at that multitasking. Come on, man. And we will see, guys. Remember all the brackets soon. The Viper bike is stoned to another. That's a troll already. GG call. Look at them. Look at Viper smile. Look at Viper smile there. He was smiling there.
Put down the
3-0.
castle there.
Sometimes it's actually the best move, but right now the scouts are away of the wood line. Vilas needs the quick walls, fails the quick walls. There's no house, man. What is going
No
on?
house,
here for
he's taking the Billies. He's taking all the Billies. This can be game, actually. This amazing move here. Why he's not attacking more? What? Oh, because he's busy in the front as well, but they're still taking more. Oh my god, he's gonna take more Billies. He has the spears. He's now microing better. He's coming with the scout. That was a disaster for Vilese, and now the Viper is taking 3 Billies out of that wood lane. He's gonna take him. GG.
GG! And this castle is gonna deny any real aggression as Vilas lost his main goal. This must feel really awkward for Vilas as he's gonna say
GG!
Good luck next.
Oh. What a game, guys! What a series! This was the path for the Viper, and I just want to make a small reminder. You know, a really small reminder, and hopefully you enjoy with the stream. Sorry again for everything that happened. We will jump with Mr. Survivalist in a moment, and just wanted to remind you that if you want to support the stream, there is also a good way to do it. You see here, you know, because NordVPN is the best VPN in my opinion in the market, and the offer it has in my channel is just really insane. Being said that, I'm going to keep going. We're going to keep going with the games, and Mr. Survivalist, the Viper played good in the previous game, but I really think Jordan could do more.
Yeah, exactly. And just as I was saying, it's like early Imperial Age was Jordan's timing to do damage because Viper's economy was so much further ahead at that point. And Viper just didn't have, or Jordan just didn't have siege at all. So he couldn't really push properly. And, well, there's a good reason why we don't see Ballista Elephants as well. So,
yeah. I mean, has been sick. I was doing some because Lord the Legend, another 100 subs. You know, like, man, thank you so much for all this incredible support. Another 100 subscribers gift, you know. Oh man, well, Survivalists, this is crazy, you know. This is absolutely crazy. But you know what? I think I'm going to remove the green screen. People want to see the background and don't want to be here with the green screen, you know. So yeah, let's remove green screen. It's so sad to have green. I mean black, but then green is even more sad. What do you think, Survivalists?
well, green is more Christmassy, so...
Okay,
you know.
okay. It's okay, right? Yeah, but you know, I can fix this really fast. Take over, Survivalists. Give me a minute.
Alright. Well, you know, we have the next game, but that's okay. So, yeah. Hey, chat. How's it going? Whoa. What do we got back there?
You see? You see? Man, this is easy, man. We're back into
There we
Rumble,
go. Well,
man.
that was quick.
Ah, let's go. Fixing everything. The black was bad. And the next game, what are the civilization? Because I'm sure that you see it there.
Yeah, I'm having trouble finding the matches always, but yeah, anyways.
Well, I can tell you, Indians, Bulgarians, man. What the hell?
Indians, Bulgarians? Okay.
Look at Jordan. Well, there might be some delay because it's coming just in time. Imagine that they just launched the game and then now Jordan, he's not playing, you know? Okay, I would like to see this, you know? It's the first time we see Bulgarians in the tournament?
Is it? I would be surprised.
Oh, he's doing push-ups.
Huh.
He was doing his stuff, to recover the push-up time for Jordan. Okay. Get
the blood flowing.
Pretty sick, man. pretty sick. Okay, guys, Bulgarians, and then you have to tell me what matchup. I mean, this matchup. What civilization is better, ladies and gentlemen? We are in game number 3, and now Jordan has to win because a 3-0 can be disaster for his objective to be in the grand final. That's pretty obvious. But in this matchup specifically, survivalist. You are the expert here, amigo. What do you think?
So I do like Bulgarians here. They're gonna be hitting a lot stronger timings with the cheaper blacksmith techs and then also the free men-at-arms upgrades. That's gonna give Viper just so many timings to hit. Whereas the Indians player, Jordan, he's going to have the better economy overall. So I think Jordan's going to have to go a little bit more defensive, which, with looking at the map, it looks okay. But I think we're going to be seeing some men-at-arms aggression coming in this game from the Viper. And it's just going to have to... He's going to have to do some damage, I think, because otherwise Jordan's going to get ahead just on the economy.
Okay. As you can see, guys, I'm being professional activated because they have to switch the webcam, and now perfect, or more or less perfect. The cameras are already on point, and we keep going and see what is gonna happen with these maps as well. Because for you, not only about the civilization, this map looks like a safer map generation.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those maps where you get 4 wood lines. Now, the only thing is that, well, the Viper's map is super easy to wall to the edge, which is what he's going to do, but he has nothing in the back of the base. So eventually he's going to want to expand out on the map. And Bulgarians, they get the Krepost, so they actually can secure parts of the map a lot more easily. But I'm not so sure we're even going to get to that stage, because I think Viper's going to know that he wants to go for some aggression here against the Indians player. And whatever happens in Feudal Age is really going to dictate what happens later on in the game, if there is a later on.
Yeah, because, man, I mean, we have seen also in the late game, the problem now for Jordan, the survivalist, is he's going to be thinking what I have to do to beat the Viper. Because he was playing good, he was doing a good game. He got, in my opinion, for the late game, a very dangerous civilization, and he couldn't do the job. So, we're going to see maybe full cav arches, because we have not seen cav arches today at all.
Yeah, that's true. Could be. Cav archers could be pretty decent against Bulgarians. You could force the Bulgarians player into going for skirmishers, which, well, if you go full skirms, it's not always the greatest way to go aggressive after you've cleaned up the cav archers or dealt with them. But yeah, I think we're just gonna have to see. I think this game is all gonna be about Feudal Age. Both players can wall up, but I don't think that we're going to be seeing just a super passive game like last game.
Yeah,
last game was a bit more passive.
Yeah, also we have seen that the wall ups, it's really being negative for the one that he's walling so fast. Oh, if we find that barrack, might be great to have a look at Viper. You see, he noticed because he could deny that barrack, but
yeah.
He didn't see it. Look at this one tile. He did. You see, guys, I got some skills being observer. Huh? I'm finding and checking absolutely everything, amigos. But now, the zoom out and we keep going. Remember, guys, that we are streaming a little bit different today, but I believe that now the stream quality should be OP. Hopefully, the experience now is great, and what we can enjoy with this second semifinal at the maximum, like we are doing. All right. Hopefully it is like this. Mr. Survivalist, I was going to call you Winchester. I don't know why. Since Winchester speak a lot, I mean, I was like, I call all my co-casters Winchester, man. Seriously.
Well, I don't know.
It's a compliment now, because now look at Winchester, man, in the grand final, man, and how he has been in the grand final. Well, crazy. We will talk about that. Anyway, the famous 2 militias are coming, Mr. Survivalist.
Yeah. And well, the advantage with Bulgarians is that those are going to become men-at-arms for free, and then what if Viper might add in 2 more militia after this? I'd love to see it. We've seen that before from some other civs earlier on in the tournament, where the one player goes for the 2 militia drush, gets men-at-arms upgrade, adds 2 more militia with the archer follow-up, and now suddenly there's 4 men-at-arms with archers at the opponent's base at a pretty good timing. So we'll see what his follow-up is. Walls are already up, Jordan.
Okay, for now, we see that the militias are already in the middle, but Jordan is walled. Indians, okay, he's going for the goal. The thing here is that this is kind of awkward because Bulgarians is gonna have the men at arms, as you said, for free. So 2 is gonna be much more dangerous than all the civilizations survivalists. And then the transition with 50% cheaper blast with upgrades can go anything. He can even go for a stable or whatever.
He can go anything and everything. He can go stable, he can go skirmishers, he can do it all as well. So that's what makes it scary.
Wow. Yeah, and unpredictable because if, for example, Jordan was studying the Viper in the tournament, he didn't play ever with Bulgarians, so you don't know what he's going to commit for.
He's just gonna have to scout and see. And look, look at these vills coming forward, and the 2 more militia coming forward. He's gonna have 4 men-at-arms. Oh, 5 men-at-arms.
Oh my god, 5 men-at-arms! And the Viper is coming forward! And then, look at Jordan! Not even resources to make any building at all! The Viper is going all aggressive! So, it's the first time that I remember in a long time, Viper going forward in such an important game. Mr. Survivalist, and probably is the right call.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna look to tower the berries, and that's gonna be killer here. He was thinking about going to the gold, but decided to go to the berries, and this tower could be pretty strong, although it's a little bit further away. It covers the archery range, and one thing that's good about men-at-arms is that they can take down buildings really fast. So,
oh my god.
But Jordan needed to go for a tower here so that he didn't lose his archery range. So this makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense, the tower. People might think, why he's doing it? Because he can kill everything there with his 5 men-at-arms. No, man. He's gonna have the tower up. Now he's going back. His 4 villages forward. Now going around with the men-at-arms. He can go and take the gold miners. This is a surprisingly aggressive gameplay by the Viper. Crazy.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Going for 1 range archer opening is just really... it just feels kind of bad, honestly. Like, it doesn't really hit any timings. It's more defensive, but then look at what's happened. Even if you're playing defensively, Viper's got towers and men-at-arms in the base, and you give up all the initiative by going just for the 1-range archers with no drush or no men-at-arms.
And he's on his stone.
Yeah, and first tower's down from Viper, though.
Well, but he's on his stone and he's taking the goal here. That tower was like a distraction. I think he did on purpose to force him to make the tower and now taking the goal. Because now the other goal is exposed and well, he has to move to the other one, but he's forcing him to make a mining camp. So even if the population is similar, this is looking good for the snake.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, as you were saying, that tower just forced Jordan to use his tower in a weird spot that doesn't really do anything now. So yeah, and Viper's just gonna wait. What is he gonna do with his vills now? Looks like he's
a lumber camp.
Is he gonna make a lumber camp forward as well? Maybe.
Or
he might get a range actually, because he needs skirms now. Viper.
Okay. He has the resources. There you go. Look at Survivalist, guys. Exclamation mark code caster, Survivalist, such a pro, archery range, not Menstradamus, Survivalidamus. Don't forget to follow him because as you can see, him and also Moon 4, because Moon 4, while I was dealing with the taking a stuff in the previous series, took over the casting and now Survivalist with the great insight here. And archery range incoming is gonna be so difficult. Here for stop this now.
Yeah. One thing about having 4 buildings is that you don't have anything at home. So Viper is going to be pretty exposed at home, but is Jordan going to be able to get any archers across the map when all this pressure is coming in from the front? He might look to send a few units forward, but look at Viper's base. He's got a defensive tower. If those four archers went forward, he would go into that tower anyways. Viper is covering all his bases here.
And another tower forward. Viper is just doing the minimum army to keep the aggression in front. And I'm so happy to see towers, man. Finally towers. The problem here is scouts and archers. Obviously the archers with fletching might help a lot. Okay, if he's taking the men at arms down, be careful. Those are with fletching. He needs the blast bit. Now he's gonna make the blast bit. Viper need to micro this properly, but it's gonna be difficult now. Jordan is doing a good job. Jordan is doing an amazing job. The forward might not work. He's cleaning absolutely everything. He need to work, to block. He need to make the blast bit, and maybe the Viper is losing the game. Whoa!
Yeah.
Look at Jordan's reaction.
Viper made a huge mistake there. Fighting that army, making the blacksmith up here and leaving his villagers exposed with the men-at-arms. He really needed the upgrades. GG. He really needed the upgrades on those units to make them effective, and he just couldn't get that up.
Whoa! 1-2 now, and Jordan is back in the series. Like, and then my question here is, why this happened? Is because he wanted to go too aggressive? Because actually it seems that he wanted to be too aggressive, and it didn't work. Jordan defended great, and look at the series now, because a 3-0 will be terrible for him.
Yeah. I think Viper was making some good plays there, but that one misplay at the end was worth way more than any good plays that he made in Jordan's favor. So it was just too much there. He was in a good spot for a while, but he needed to get those upgrades in before taking a fight, and then the game would be fine. But Viper knows that he was up 2 games, so, you know, he just wanted to get in Jordan's head, maybe. Yeah. Like, oh, maybe a tower rush is coming next game. We'll see. The KD looks solid. The KD looks solid. Economy, though, look at that economy. No time to real economy, to be honest. He minus stone, and it was one of the quicker games for sure in the tournament. Oh boy. Well, let's go, because now we're gonna have game number 4. Let me update the score. 2-1. You see, survivalist people in the stream, how a decision can change the game completely and going to one or the direction or another. And we have seen that it was looking that 3-0 could happen. He went too greedy and lost the game. Well, and that can really be said for early on. The decisions you make in the earlier game have a bigger impact than in the late game a lot of the time. So every decision matters early on. Every single unit can change the fight. If you have 3 men-at-arms versus 4 is going to win. Stuff like this. So, just Viper kind of threw a little bit there. He just took a bad fight. Jordan had what he needed to defend.
Oof. Well, what to see this? Honestly, survivalist, now that nobody listened to us, I wanted that Jordan win this game. I don't want a 3-0.
Same.
It's the same. And if we now go to a 2-2, then imagine, it could be also okay, Sorry, Viper fans, but we want a long series. Then the better can win, but we don't want a 4-0, a 4-1 again. It's true that the previous series it was 4-1, but with some crazy games as well. I'm still in shock yet with the previous series. And no matter who is going to advance for the grand final tomorrow, who is this Winchester survivalist?
Yeah, I mean, even just from his series against Hera, I was like, wow, this guy has what it takes now. Yeah, he's gonna go far. So I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm excited for the rest of this series as well. And yeah, we're just gonna have to see how it goes. I'm excited for this current game that's about to happen because of the civs.
I know, I was about to tell you, and you're gonna see what civilization it is in a moment. We don't need to check, because game number 4 is about to happen. Yes, it's happening now. And it is Byzantines, the Viper, Jordan with Burgundians. Oh boy, let me change the webcam. You can see, guys, that we are already set up, already professional again as a yellow the Viper in the south with Byzantines. But then this Burgundians crazy civilization. I know that you love Byzantines survivalists, but which one do you favor here? Because
Burgundians is going to have the much better eco. Byzantines can defend against anything though, and you mustn't forget the cataphract in the late game. If there's any kind of Flemish Revolution shenanigans happening, we've got the cataphract on the Viper side here. But this game's the map's looking kind of open. So let's not talk about the late game, because this could be another feudal aggression game.
Wow, I'm checking the Viper map. He has gold in front, berries at the back. Look at the 2 bullets in front with those skills. Wood at the back, wood on the left as well, stone at the back. which is okay, but the wood lines being that far into it, this makes this more and more complicated to really wall, so we might see another feudal aggression.
Exactly. I wonder if we're gonna be seeing like full trash rush from Viper, something like that. Go for skirms and spears. Go just super aggressive, or is he gonna wall up? Because Byzantines, they tend to be better when they just wall up and go for ecotechs, but you really can't do that against Burgundians. Otherwise, Burgundians is gonna do the same, but it's like they're in Castle Age when they're in Feudal Age.
I like Jordan map in terms of wood. The berries are not too bad because it's not too far for the TC on a site. Don't like the gold though. And Burgundians, but both Burgundians and Byzantines, we could consider them defensive civilizations, survivalists.
Yeah, well, the Byzantines is more defensive, and the Burgundians is more, like, greedy.
Yeah.
You can still do some aggression with Burgundians, but it's like, you want to play a defensive style because of the ecotechs, whereas Byzantines, you just have a lot more tools for defending, but you're not really defending any good economy or anything like that, so it's a little bit different. I would say that most players would probably rather have Burgundians in this matchup. We're just going to have to see how Viper plays the Byzantines. What's going to be his approach?
Okay, let's see, because remember that Burgundians, if you got already double attacks and you make all the upgrades, usually you are not going really aggressive, except that you are going to go for a early barrack premier rush. But doesn't seem to be the case, because even if he has 3 villages on wood with double attacks, you know, no resources at all. And he's even doing a second house already in front. So he's probably going to go for the standard approach and maybe a scout. Or maybe we have seen how Burgundians players playing so greedy as you mentioned. Make the barrack, few spears, and just boom.
Yeah, that's a possibility. But with Viper pushing in these ostriches, that leads me to believe that he wants to have that extra food for early feudal age and maybe go for some aggression. Let's see if Jordan gets the deny here. Oh, he's getting pretty close to the TC.
Yeah.
Viper with a good micro here.
Yeah, good micro, and now gonna take those ostrich. I believe that Viper will try, yeah, he's doing the mill already, 4 villages on wood, he's going for the standard opening. We're gonna put his point of view fog of war, and we see that he's not exploring anything, which is exactly the opposite that Jordan is doing. Jordan has explored all his base, and he's trying to find information for his opponent, which is kinda interesting to see, because we can see also how he's going for the walls, for the huge walls. Okay, seems that this is not gonna be anytime soon. Aggression for Jordan. Wow.
Play by Jordan though, because he's not going to be able to wall everything. And if there's even a single hole, and you invest 99% into your walls, and you have 1% a hole, then the 99% investment is just gone. Doesn't even matter that you have all the other walls. So this could be a little bit greedy by Jordan here, because if he goes walls now, that means less military or no military. So we'll see if Viper can punish that. Viper has the deer pushed in, so he's going to have the extra food and barracks coming up for Viper.
Look at here, village down, because the lion is there. He's no loom. The village is also, the scout is also here. So, oh, but he's sending another village. Okay, he's fine.
He
Good
got
reaction.
loom,
Good reaction by him. Yeah. Well,
That's just funny though.
but he still is greedy. Oh, he's not doing the loom. Who is doing the loom actually is the Viper. Jordan is still not doing the loom. Oh no, he has the loom now. Okay. He has the loom. I'm now gonna wall. Okay, he's going up faster than the Viper.
Yeah, which is fine. Wait. Yeah,
No, it's
okay,
Alameda.
yeah. Viper's
It's
he's going to go up 1 mil later. Yeah. As Byzantines, you can go up a little bit later, afford the ecotechs, and then you actually have an economy worth defending. But yeah, looks like Viper's going to go into archers. What are we seeing? We're seeing one range archer opening so frequently in this series.
Yeah, it looks like he's not doing militias at all. No, he's doing militias. I like it. He's doing militias. He's doing militias, and it makes sense because he's expecting Jordan to go very, very greedy. As you can see, Jordan with the horse collar, with the double attacks, is still not even a bar. He's gonna mine gold at the back. This is not gonna work. He's just walling, man. He's going for the boom.
He's just gonna feudal boom. He says to Viper, just come get me. I'm on bowsaw and heavy plow tech, and you're stuck in the feudal age with no eco. So that's gonna be Jordan's approach, is just have an insane eco in feudal age, and maybe he gets up his military later, maybe he gets to castle age a little bit later, something like that. But he's gonna have such a strong economy that early castle age or even late feudal age is gonna be his timing to be so far ahead.
He's doing heavy plow even faster than Bo, so he's now trying to chase those. The scout, sorry, is still few seconds. He's gonna be there, but now he's taking also the scout lead. He need to go back and he's gonna wall completely. Well, maybe it's gonna work?
Yeah.
He's kind of a
well,
approach.
Burgundians, their eco is insane. Because these are all going to be heavy plow farms. And that means that they're never going to expire. They're going to expire like in Imperial Age. That's how they're going to last forever. So getting the heavy plow before Bosaw makes a lot of sense. Because, well, he gets the farms down, and then he can afford both ecotechs. Whereas if he goes Bosaw first, he can't really afford heavy plow after.
Wow.
Before he makes farms.
And then my question here is again, Byzantine's towers maybe, but he has a stone at the back? No. And I don't know if the Viper has... Well, Viper has explored only one stone. He didn't explore the other stone on the right, so he doesn't know if his opponent has a stone at the back.
Yeah. And, well, where are Viper's militia? They got canceled because he knew that he probably wasn't going to be able to do much. So it looks like Viper is going to go for not too much army and try and get up to Castle Age. He's got to just go no walls, or at least minimal walls, and go for farms and just try and click up as fast as possible to punish in early Castle Age, because with all of these walls, Viper just cannot get in with enough time this late.
Wow. I mean, but I'm very surprised, because if now Viper just decides to don't go army, I mean, if he's gonna go Castle Age, he shouldn't be... I mean, Jordan shouldn't be really behind it to the Castle Age time, and with all the economy upper is done. So,
yeah,
it's gonna be very dangerous. You can go, I don't know, maybe even more boom or cavaliers. I don't know why he did the barrack that early. Obviously, it's okay because he might go army later on, and he's doing a speed maybe to gather information then.
Yeah, I think that Jordan really set himself up this game. We were talking about that long wall, and it was such a big investment, but with Burgundians, it can pay off. The only problem is if Viper somehow gets in. If Viper can't get in, then Jordan's going to be in such a good lead here, just being Burgundians.
Yeah, okay, that's why probably Jordan now is doing the archery range. He want to put there like a couple of skirmishers, and then he should be fine.
Yeah, exactly. And Viper's just spamming archers from one range, but it's not going to be that much. Now, he does have fletching, so these villagers that are trying to wall behind can be in trouble from the archers that are forward, but they're going to put enough HP on the house that Viper's... he's not going to get in. If he had men-at-arms, then maybe, but the men-at-arms is going to delay the Castle Age, so he made that decision to just go for a little bit of army, but not really enough to push in. So it might actually be an underinvestment by Viper, because he's really not going to get in without those men-at-arms.
Yeah, well, he has also a skirmisher, so he won't be able, and he's giving up that area, trying to go to another spot. He's doing, I don't know, Jordan is now doing fletching, so he's also investing now army. I'm a little bit surprised. What do you think about this? I mean, now that he got all the economy upgrades, do you agree that he's doing the right approach? Because I'm not sure anymore. It is?
No, I like it, because what Jordan's going to do is he's going to make sure that Viper can't get in. If he invests in military now, that means he doesn't have to run around with as many villagers. So it's like the army pays for itself just by existing. And as long as Jordan just stays alive until Castle Age and spams knights or whatever, he's just going to always have a much better eco than the Byzantines. So, yeah, it's like Byzantines, they aren't really able to play towards their strengths against the Civ because, well, they're a defensive civilization, but you can't go defensive against Burgundians.
Okay, we are getting back into the track. I'm sure that if we didn't have the issues, we will be in a lot more viewers, you know, but we have already survivalist 12,000 against, you know, which is what we needed. We needed more, you know, because I think this tournament deserved more, but well, we got bad luck, you know, but we're still doing a really nice stream, hopefully, and hopefully that with the Jordan and Viper now playing really good, because the Viper is on the way to Castle Age. Man, he's up to Castle and he has Byzantines, very cheap units, and now, even if you got skirmishes and fletching, this is gonna be a problem for Jordan or not, survivalists.
Yeah, well, this is Viper's only timing. He has to do damage with early Castle Age because Jordan is going to be up just a minute later. So Viper has 1 minute to do damage in early Castle Age. Otherwise, he's going to be so far behind. And yeah, that's gonna be a little bit tricky if Viper falls behind here and can't find any damage. Now, he might be able to, because he is gonna have a pretty good number of crossbowmen, but it really comes down to killing Jordan's skirmishers, and then getting in, and then doing some economic damage.
That gate is a mistake, as you can see. Oh my god, he kinda open, be careful, ay. I mean, I don't like that one, I don't know what you think. I mean, the gates are...
I really dislike that gate. He should have at least placed it one tile behind and then deleted a palisade, but now there's a huge gap in front of his base. I mean, there's the TC there, so Viper still doesn't really want to go in, but still... Oh, the Vill's forward, and Jordan sees the Vill forward. This is huge for Jordan. He knows what's coming now.
Yeah, and I like a lot what he's doing. He's trying to kill all the archers, yes, but now he has to be careful. One scout is doing the job, and you don't want to lose all the skirmishes right now. The scout is gonna be bye-bye. The siege workshop is happening. Yeah, but Viper is not expecting that his opponent is gonna be in Castle Age right away. And then, what is coming here from Jordan, because Jordan has no stone. He sell the stone to go up, so he need a stable. Or do you think that
he's gonna go probably for a siege workshop? I reckon here, because that's gonna counter everything from the Viper. If he tries to go for a stable, he doesn't have any upgrades. The knights are gonna come in way too late. So I think his only play here is a siege workshop, and there it is.
And there you go. Siege workshop, Lee Skirmishes, bot Kinaro. There's another possibility here for the Viper. What about, I know it's expensive, but what about redemption in this situation? You know, you get the hill here, you get the mangle yourself. If he could get redemption, it would be insane here with the Byzantines. Obviously, it's very expensive and he doesn't have the gold yet. So for now, I believe that Jordan will stabilize. With a problem for himself is that he doesn't have a stone to keep going with some better economy, you know, but still he has all the upgrades and Burgundy's economy. Mangle will be there, and he's not losing anything yet, but he has to micro now. Now Mr. Jordan has to micro properly. Survival.
Yeah, exactly. And so Viper just made a TC on his main gold, which means he wants to collect more gold, and also he's not expanding outwards, which means he's gonna go for a pretty big all-in play here. He's just gonna continue to make units and try and push really hard from this hill. It's a great position for him. It's going to be really difficult to push in with Jordan having siege on the inside. But yeah, Viper really needs to at least gain some kind of advantage in terms of the Vill count, because his eco has been so much further behind for a while. Although Viper did get earlier wheelbarrow. So the Viper, or the ecos are about the same now. But Jordan had the Vills working for longer, so he should have more resources collected overall.
Yeah, and he has also a good thing here. He has +2/+2 skirmishes. So, what Jordan needs here is a big Mangala shot. If he's getting a big Mangala shot, we have seen how this Burgundian civilization can just snowball completely. And I like, obviously, the TC he's doing at the back. It's gonna be fine, it's gonna be on 2 tone centers, and the Mangala is coming. Those skirmishes are just getting recovered the HP being on the TC, which is good, but you need the Mangala shot here. Need more army as well, because the Viper is just putting all the pressure, and he's 7 villas ahead. Still, 7 villas ahead is not huge yet, but this can go even higher in the next minutes. Survivalist, so, ooh, the small hill. Look at the hill. Look at the small hill with the Mangala here for the Viper, as you mentioned before. Damn!
It's too good. Yep. And Viper is going to be able to shoot farms to get that extra range against Jordan's Mangonels as well. So Jordan has to be really, really careful. And I think that at this point, Viper actually has the eco lead, because he's been on 2 TC for longer. He got his eco text pretty quickly, and he's putting a lot of pressure. He's denying 6 farms even, and that's huge. When Burgundians wants to be spending food on skirmishers, on villagers, stuff like this, he can't have 6 farms being denied. So yeah, I think that Viper actually is in a very good position at this point.
Yeah, oh, but the Mangonel, ooh, he lost it. That was good for oh, he's going with the counter-attack. I like that. He's gonna make this, he's gonna distract his opponent. His skirmishes +2/+2, and he's not wall. I like that a lot. I like that a lot, because he can create chaos. And you know, Mr. Survivalist, I mean, going with the micro when you are not being attacked is one thing. Having to deal with the skirmishes at home is another thing. And I really love what Jordan is doing with these skirmishes.
Exactly. Now, one thing to mention is that Viper is making an outpost that has town patrol that's forward. He's gonna see where the mangonels are of Jordan from across the map. Oh, delete trick.
1 for 1. He deleted.
1 for 1.
1 for 1. He's gonna take the mangonel. No, he converted the skirmishes, but he's now trying to attack, and he's going to the wood line. This is the timing. This is the momentum where Jordan need to push here and make the job. But the Viper is still microing. What the hell? The Viper is playing very well and being much more aggressive than probably people thought that he was going to play. He's the one who is playing aggressive pretty much every single game.
Yeah, in this specific matchup, he needed to go aggressive,
Yeah.
otherwise he's going to lose the game. So, yeah, Jordan with a little bit of mismicro on those skirmishers, he kind of let them sit for too long and let the villagers run away, and he doesn't have ballistics. So, yeah, Viper is just able to relocate his economy and not take too much damage from these skirmishers. Now, the real action's happening still on the front. It's just going to be constant action until that TC falls.
Yeah, Viper has still a lot of farming. 8 villages ahead. Now more and more mangoes. This is what he needs. Oh, no, Viper! Well, but he took it. Did you see that move? He was getting, and in the last second he shoot. Amazing move there by the snake, and another one almost taken, didn't take it. Okay, and in the back is still trying to deal with those skirmishes, but the snake, Knight +2. Knight +2, adapting really well, and he got also three monks taking the village. No, and this hill is being amazing for the Viper, man.
Exactly.
Really amazing.
Such a nasty hill for Jordan to have to deal with. And yeah, the Knights, the advantage of the advantage of Viper going Knights here is that now he has the stable to make camels if Jordan decides to go for a Cavalier switch. And Byzantine cheap camels are going to do the job. But looks like Jordan is preparing a Cavalier switch, and Viper already has a stable to make camels if he needs to. Viper is set up. He's in Jordan's head.
Yeah, and he has also 3 monks in front, remember. He has to be careful. He has... Ooh, look at the mangonel shot. Whoa, the ground attack here for the Viper. Amazing move here. Really amazing. It's being like... Let's say like MBL with the mangoes, he's taking them all. Obviously he has the kill advantage, but he's being on point with the shot as well.
Yeah.
Because if you don't
well, these farms are such a liability for Jordan because you can target the farm and it calculates the range from the edge of the farm. So you have 7 range, but it's like you have 8 range against those farms if the mangonel's in the center of the farm.
Ooh.
So it works in Viper's favor.
He's diving in with the Knights. He's even diving in with the Knights, going all in. He's gonna take the mangonels. He's doing a great job here. You can see. Imperial! He's after Imperial!
Byzantine's cheap imp. Let's go.
He bought it a little bit and he's on the way to Imperial. 75, all his 25 army. The snake, it's on the way to Imperial. Like, seriously. I know.
Yeah.
I mean, Byzantine is the best game, the best civilization in the game. You say about that all the time, survivalist, but you know.
I already said that so many times. Like, it's so good. They have everything. And if anybody wants to know how to beat Burgundians, Viper is showing you in this game. This is, no matter what civ you are, you got to do something like this to Burgundians. And wow, amazing plays.
And survivalist, people in the stream, Stone also to make a castle. He can drop a castle on his face. He now took finally a good mangonel shot here, Jordan. Jordan still have the same village, 77. Obviously, he need to go Knights. He has the Knights +2. The only thing that he can do here is to mass Cavaliers. But you have the camels. You have the 3 monks. You got those archers with ballistic. He's, as you say, set up really well. He got only 2 town center both sides. For that reason, they have the same village numbers. But when he see the Imperial, we need to see his face. What is gonna be his reaction? The hell? He's gonna think like, what the hell? Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mangonel. Oh, he didn't take it. That's gonna be for... What? Ah! Did you see Jordan? He deleted the mangonel before shooting. And he... Come on, man. He deleted the mangonel before shooting.
Yeah, well, the Knights are gonna come in, but...
Look at Viper!
His mangonel was gonna shoot, but the mangonel was... It was
Look at
too
Viper.
close. It was in the minimum range.
Had to check if your name was Doubt. The troll is real. They smile, you know, in a semi-final $75,000 tournament. But Viper can't smile because he is in Imperial Age and this is amazing. Now, let's see, because I believe that Jordan is gonna keep trying with those Cavaliers. But the amount of camels you can do with Byzantines, because they are so cheap, is insane. This is awesome play by Viper. Really good play.
Yeah,
honestly.
Once Heavy Camel comes in, Viper's just gonna go in and kill everything. He's just waiting for Heavy Camel, and then he goes in and wins. Like, that's my prediction for what's about to happen here.
Let's see. He needs to take the monks. Also monks. I mean, he has everything. He has set up all the good army here. The Air Cavaliers +2, +1. Yes, but he's gonna have chemistry. He has +3 already. The Cavaliers are trying to go. But you know what I like with this game is the knowledge the Viper has. Like, he knew exactly what he had to do in this game. That's just amazing. Seriously. Yeah, GG, man. I mean, really well played by the Viper. Like Jordan was a little bit greedy, but the Viper here just did a masterclass of decisions, right?
Yes,
decisions making
exactly.
Here was on point.
Yeah, the Viper with the map control, because Jordan just made big walls, so Viper was able to take that perfect hill to siege the main TC, put so much pressure. Jordan had to repair, he had to do defensive siege. He even did elite skirmishers, which hurt his economy even more, because that's not a cheap upgrade. And yeah, by the time he had Cavalier, Viper already has heavy camels. So yeah, great predictions by Viper. Or not even predictions, I mean, he just had all the information he needed. He just made the right calls.
Yeah, pretty sick, guys, pretty sick. Military, as you can see, well, the Viper, with the 41 largest army, the kills was insane, more than double. Economy, 3,000 more. In total, food similar, more wood. He got the stone even to make the castle, 3,000 more gold. This has been a really smooth play. Amazing, amazing play, I will say. And well, when you play like this, and not really big mistake by Jordan, you only can say exactly what he did. GG, well played, right?
Yeah, GG. That was just a pretty smooth game from Viper. He didn't really make any major mistakes or anything like that, and it just worked out for him.
Was amazing, guys. Was amazing. We have 13,000 viewers. Yes, it's good. We could be with more, and we wanted to have more because I think we got main page at some point, survivalist. But you know the bad luck we had, that when you drop, therefore for like we drop it and we have that problem, you lose the main page if I'm not wrong. And
that's I was here watching earlier in the day when that happened, and it was just unfortunate.
It's what happens. Needed to drink some water, and now let's take the draft, because the draft is still there, and the finals are tomorrow, guys. The finals are tomorrow. The Viper is there with only one win more. It's game. Byzantine should be there, of course. Theodosian with 20 gift subs. Thank you so much, amigos. Thank you guys for all the support. What can I say? It's just amazing. It's just really, really amazing. And what now? What civilizations? Because Jordan still have some really good civs there. Tatars, the Vikings, Mongols, Berbers. Maybe time to go for the Vikings.
Well, maybe. As you were saying, we haven't seen any Cav archers yet today, so it'd be fun to see some Tatars or even Berbers. But, I mean, yeah, Vikings just seems the most tempting out of those three civs. Just their eco is so good. You can hit that earlier Imperial Age timing. But, you know, the Viper, he's got Sicilian. I think both players have a really good lineup for their last three civs. It's going to be hard to decide because, well, with Sicilians, he's going to be able to negate all bonus damage and stuff like that, which is not really a big deal for what Jordan has, because he has some civs that have some pretty good gold units, the non-counter units. But yeah, Lithuanians could be.
Oh, the game is there, man.
Are we in the game?
Yeah, we're in the game already. And Sicilians, the Vikings. The Vikings. So let's go, because my goodness, they are not waiting at all. The Viper versus Jordan, game number 5 already. And we have yellow Sicilians in the north, the Viper, and Jordan going with the scout, trying to lame. And he's gonna take the elephant. Lame it, man. Take the risk, man. It's very close. Take the elephant, and you are with the Vikings. And there you go. Elephant coming home. But the Viper gonna
first lame that we've seen in this series. And yeah, with bases that are this close, it just makes so much sense. He was a little bit lucky to find the Viper so quickly, but Well, he took 2 uphill
ships.
hits as well. So.
And the ships.
Yeah.
The ship that's in the... Okay. Oh, he didn't see it. Oh my goodness. It was not in the LOS, as you can see. Well, imagine if he took also the ships, you know? It would be elephant, ships, 600 foot, but he didn't. Well,
Yeah.
you are the Vikings, you get 3 elephants, you are already in a good position. And now, don't kill it, please. imagine that now he's killing the elephant. I stopped the stream, man. Well, I'm not gonna stop, you know? Again, but still.
Yeah.
What the hell?
But one thing to say is that Jordan, he took 2 uphill hits against the elephant, so he only lost 15 HP instead of 20. So if Viper goes for the counter lane, Viper's going to take 2 neutral hits, and he's going to be at 25 HP, and Jordan's going to have more HP on his scout. But we'll see what the Viper's decision here is. Jordan's scout is in position to prevent any laming from happening, but, well, Jordan is weaker right now, so he needs to be careful.
Yeah, but Viper is not going. He's not going. He's doing the house. He has to be careful. Well, the Viper here should try to push the DS if he's not laming, or he's trying to lame. Well, let's see. He's finding all the resources, the gold, the elephant, but no. He's still going. Okay.
Jordan knows, and I think Viper knows that Jordan knows, which is why he hasn't taken this elephant, but he's still thinking about it.
Yeah, but look at Jordan. He stayed there in case that he's taking just to block, as you were telling, you know? And now he's not going.
Well, Jordan just saw Viper's scout go to the other elephant, so now Viper's going back to the other elephant, but then Jordan's sending his build there. These are some mind games that are happening. It just looks like the scouts are going back and forth.
Yeah,
but
and he's not going, man. He's gonna lame. He's taking now. He's taking
go.
now. Just in the time. Look at the Viper. The Viper is just taking the elephant in the right time that he was going to lame. Such a troller, this Viper. Oh my goodness! And now he's gonna try to block it. What the hell? This snake is on point today. He's gonna be able to block it. So difficult to block. So difficult to block. No, man. The snake is taking, man. Has been waiting 3 minutes. Has been waiting 3 minutes there. Survivalist. The Viper is playing so good, this one. Look at how smooth gameplay by the snake. Seriously. Awesome play.
But he took some HP on his scout there, but still, it's fine. Yeah. It's just laming. You have the advantage as the lamer here. It's just so much harder to prevent the lame. You have to prevent him from even attacking it, but yeah, it's tricky to do.
But has been amazing the timing, right, Survivalist? How long he has been there, just waiting for the right moment to take it. And when he saw the villager coming, he just take it. And then he also delayed a little bit Jordan in his gameplay. Because he couldn't take the elephant, man. That was amazing to watch.
Exactly. Well, I'm happy that the game is even now. Both players have 2 rhinos or elephants, so we're going to see an even game now.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Well, with the Vikings economy, it's never even, you know, but look what it cost him to Jordan now. He's slower to go up. And maybe he doesn't have the food now. Okay. Let's see if he's going to drop the food.
Yeah,
got it.
He's okay.
Okay.
He's going to be up 1 vil later, but that gives him a little bit better economy on Feudal Age. He's going to have to play a little bit more defensively, but yeah, he's going to have probably defensive men-at-arms versus the aggressive. Well, though, actually, wait. Viper's not making any militia. So what's his plan? I guess his plan is just ecotechs with Sicilians.
Yeah, and maybe scouts.
Yep.
But it's very dangerous against the new militias from the Vikings with more HP as well. Now,
I think so.
Now the Viper is gonna find the goal. Is gonna find the barrack. He can see the units. Man, he has all the information, man. All the great information.
Look at Jordan sending 3 vils out to the deer. He knows that once he has free wheelbarrow, he only needs 3 villagers to bring in the entire zebra, whereas normally you need 4. So, smart planning, because he knows the wheelbarrow is going to come in.
Good point.
2 militias
he's down
again.
He's going archers, probably. Yeah, he's mining gold, but a little bit late, because now he won't have a lot of gold. He's going with 3 villages, so he might be able to put the archers there. But we saw this matchup exactly, Survivalist, with Mr. Yo versus Winchester. I don't know if you remember. And remember, It was, I don't know if we were casting together. I think we were casting together those
Yeah,
series.
we casted that one.
It was this one. And remember how strong Winchester played with Sicilians? He could take that villager. Not anymore.
He won't.
The
he won't.
militias. He's gonna try to block it. Nah, but it won't be able. It won't. But now
But-
the goal is awkward. It's
Exactly. Making one Vil go back, he needed all 3 of Vils on gold. With only 2 Vils on gold, he's going to run out of gold pretty quickly.
well. Jordan has also only 2. He is doing farms already. A stable. No, that's a misclick. It's gonna be the blast bit. Or is this? No, he's hiding the stable at the back. I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. Stable at the back.
Note that Viper has less gold, and what other unit can you build in the archery range? Skirmishers, and guess what's behind this archer is a skirmisher. And what counter skirmishers? Scouts. So, really good line of thinking here from Jordan. You don't generally expect Vikings to go for scouts because their stable units are kind of trash, but they're good enough here.
Do you agree with that mill he did on the deers? Because I was checking
Yeah.
why he didn't have horse collar. He could have horse collar instead of that mill there, and the farmers would be better. You know, I mean, I'm not sure about
No,
that one.
I dislike it, yeah. Long distancing and then spending your wood on horse collar or on something else is generally going to be better here, especially with free wheelbarrow. It just makes more sense to not get the mill. But,
Okay.
well, it's not going to be too bad.
Okay, I like that he's still hiding. The scout is coming with the skirmishes. He's coming with mostly skirmishes. Can be very good for Jordan, but he need to get like 3-4 scout. Don't go now. Like get the army, and then he can really do the job. What do you think? A scout and archers can be
With
great.
starting scout and the 2 scouts that he has in the next few seconds, he's going to clean up this entire army. As long as Viper doesn't scout this out, this is going to be great for Jordan. Depending on the micro.
But that the scout, don't lose it. He need to go back. The archers are there, but it's true that he is gonna have fletching, but doesn't matter. Those scouts should work really
Yeah,
well.
bad
He's gonna
micro
lose that
from
one.
Jordan, though. Not
Yeah,
gonna
he's
be
doing a
enough.
good job. He's doing a good job here. He has a fletching, but the skirmishes just do nothing against the scout or pretty much anything. Now he's coming. He has to be careful with the spear. No. That's the problem. The spear right there. Now the archers are there as well, but he need now fletching, and he has a lot of wood. He should make the blinded right now, and there you go, right away.
Yep. Oh, Viper lost his scout
Oh,
to the militia.
Okay.
Well, that was really nice for Jordan. Yeah, his archers weren't really patrolled in properly, and they didn't really contribute a lot. So that was all the scouts and the militia doing damage there. It ended up working, but now he has 3 scouts that are almost dead, or at least 2 of them are really almost dead. And are these walls going to stay up? That's the question.
yeah, but just look what I don't like from Jordan. He's having a lot of idle time in the TC. Over a minute already. Oh my god. He feel like he don't want to go for the castlage. He's going all feudal aggression. He got fletching, scale bard in armor. He sacrificed on purpose the idle TC time just to go all in. What do you think about this one, Mr. Survivalist?
This could be good. Well, Viper is playing mostly open, and I can see Jordan looping around with those scouts and then coming in from the front with the archers. And, well, it looks like he's going to the gold. And Viper's not going to have any gold because he can't defend against all of this.
2 spears, he has to be careful. No. You cannot take damage with those spears. You need to have a sick micro here. Let's see the micro for Jordan. If he takes those spears, he might be in a great position. +1 armor, but the Viper is doing a great job. The spears are going to go down. Yes, they are going down, but they are taking more damage. No. Jordan is doing a great job. And now, without the goal, and with Vikings economy, is going to take some villages. Jordan playing really aggressive this game. Unbelievable, man. Very nice game. He's going to take the village, but you are not taking villages. Still, it's only now 1 village behind because he's creating some chaos on Viper and now forcing some idle TC. Good play here by Jordan. And very fun to watch, man. Seriously.
The micro wasn't perfect there. It was good enough. He had enough military to take the hill and everything, but it wasn't perfect. He didn't get any Vil kills. And I think Jordan's going to be unhappy with that result for the amount of resources he spent into this army. It hasn't done what he's needed it to do. But we've got a Donjon coming up on Viper's other gold. So he's going to be nice here with... And yeah, Viper's going to play towards Castle Age now. Or at least he's going to be securing the gold so he doesn't die.
but he should be slower in Castle Age, I believe. Like, Vikings' economy should be stronger here. He's gonna get the hill advantage. He has the dungeon there. He's a Viking basement. Look at the 175 stone. Let's see the micro here. No. Viper has good amount of farming. Those scout is not a node. What he should do now, Jordan? More feudal or try to go now Castle? Because look at his resources. I mean, Vikings' economy should dominate here.
Yeah, it's too late in Feudal Age to add another range or anything to make even more military. Jordan just needs to go up, and then he can go for a crossbowman or something like that. But this army from Viper is looking kind of scary. And 4 scouts, even with armor, is not that scary because you don't have bloodlines. Bloodlines would have been such an important tech here. But
Survivalist, he has double archery range already, so he's gonna hold for sure, and his economy is still good. I think both are going to go castles for a similar time. You know, a little bit ahead probably for Jordan. He's only needing a little bit of gold. I don't know why he's doing some skirmishing. I think this is a mistake, if you ask me. I don't know what you think, because he has 4 scouts, and it's gonna delay a little bit your time to go up. Did he cancel?
Yeah.
No.
Well, Jordan was idling his ranges for a while, so he wanted to go up earlier, but now he's starting to add skirms because he thinks he needs them. So this is why he's adding these skirms, is because he just knows he doesn't really have enough to defend. And yeah, he's gonna need them. He's gonna go up now, but I mean, if Viper keeps the pressure up, I think Viper could do a lot of damage, but he's gonna go back and play a little bit safer, wait until Castle Age himself, and the Castle Age times are gonna be pretty much equal.
Yeah, and this is insane because this is the true Arabia, Mr. Survivalist. Both are open. Playing with feudal army, they still manage to go for a really good time to castle because their macro, their multitasking, their skills from both players are amazing. And then in this situation, who has the lead? Because obviously the Vikings here, Jordan has also a stable. I don't see any stable yet from the Viper. He's mining stone, by the way, so he's recovering a little bit the stone and maybe going to go for the boom and keep with range units only.
Yeah, well, Viper's going to go crossbowman, and Jordan is going to go elite skirmisher. Now, what's the follow-up for both players? That's the real question. Because, well, Viper is going to have his farms forever. He got horse collar on most of his farms. These farms are not going to be expiring anytime soon. So he's going to have tons of food to get a boom going, tons of food to get knights coming, especially if Jordan goes for elite skirm, which looks like he's going to. Knights transition would be super strong from Viper.
But he's very good here. I don't know what you think, that Jordan has 10 seconds ahead. It gives him the time to put Viper a little bit back, and then not gonna get the pressure at home. He still have the 200 stone, he has the Vikings, he will have handcart right away. And then what? Will you go for more TCs or try to go 1 TC with the Vikings, maybe Ballistic University? Because we have seen how strong can be booming. Look at Viper, he was going, but didn't expect that he's going to be in Castles at the same time, and then he went back right away.
Yeah. So looks like we're seeing a siege workshop from Viper, which is gonna be pretty strong against the crossbow and elite skirmisher play from Jordan. Now Jordan is getting the university now, like you were saying. Ballistics is gonna be really useful here. And again, it's going to come down to the micro. Who's going to take the better trades with these units? We have defensive seed from both players. It completely mirrored, except that Viper has the second TC on the way.
Yeah, but Ballistic as well. You don't want to take the battle here. Let's see. He can see. He is spotted. That's great. And also Jordan saw the siege workshop. A big battle can happen at any moment. Obviously, now without Ballistic, he need to go back. You don't want to lose any army because you know that when you get Ballistic there, you're gonna be in a solid position, even more having the Vikings. Vikings with the hand card. There's still no Bozo for any of the players. Will Barrow and the +2. The Mangonel is gonna be at home, and there's a Mangonel 2 coming from the Viper. Who is taking the lead here? For now, it's very equal game. The next couple of minutes, Survivalists with a big battle happening can snowball dramatically this game.
Exactly. Now, Ballistics here is going to be huge. Viper doesn't know that Jordan has Ballistics. Jordan needs to get closer with those skirmishers. He's being a little scared here. Jordan could crush this fight with Ballistics, but he's being a little too passive, and now the Mangonel's out for Viper, and he's kind of missed his time to do a ton of damage. There's no way he's getting on that bottom side with all those house walls and the donjon. So, yeah, it's going to come down to this army that's on the main gold.
But he's going back. He's going back with that army survivalist. He could take those villages. He didn't go. He want to keep the hill. No, he's far from that one. He should commit. He should really commit. He got the Mangolos at home, and he could do a lot of damage. If Jordan is going there, he has the ballistic. He could take the villages, and he's going right now. And checking on the right, he's holding. He think no, the Viper is not reading where his opponent is, and now villages are going back. He's out of gold in this area, but he still have the other one. I don't know. Jordan still need to add another TC, otherwise the economy is, I mean, if you have the Vikings, but still Billy is different, it's only one because
exactly. Yeah, well, Jordan with the indecision here is preventing him from gaining any kind of lead other than just the free handcart that he already started with. He hasn't really killed anything with this army. He went back and forth a couple times, and he should have just trusted in his mangonels at home. And, well, are we going to see his 2 mangonels that are hitting the Siege Workshop die for free to this 1 mangonel? There are 2, yeah, I think that's the next big battle. Oh, well, both players are playing kind of passively in this game, despite having all this the military.
Afraid of the snowball, now ballistic for both players as well, and we have seen how Jordan has been balancing his economy a lot. He has only 4 villages behind, and now he's doing 2 extra TCs. 2 extra TCs to try to get ahead into the economy. But in Imperial, who has the advantage here? Oh, look at the resources for the Viper, man! Well, resources for Jordan are also okay. If you think this is kill advantage, not good fight for the Viper. He has the kill advantage.
Viper has way more units though, but he doesn't really want to take that fight. With the Mangonel coming in, Jordan's going to have to run away. Now, Jordan did add his TCs now, so both players are going to boom a little bit. And yeah, we might be seeing a bit of a longer game again. Unless one of the players can close it out in early imp, I think that Vikings is going to have a good advantage with the faster imp, most likely, with the earlier arb. But Sicilians has better options in the late game.
Yeah, both are going to go up to Imperial. He buy a little bit of the food. He's going to go up to Imperial. Remember that no Thundering for the Vikings, but no Thundering also for Sicilians as well. And they have range units. You were talking about, look at this transition, man. Vikings economy, man. Well, now you don't want to lose the army. You got a lot of army, Jordan. You have the same amount of army. Look at this. But those man gonna shot, oh boy. You have to be careful. Not losing units, but he's taking good battles here. I'm not so sure because you are going up to him and you are losing units before reaching the Imperial. What do you think, Mr. Survivalist here?
Yeah, so
dancing.
Jordan has to win the game in early Imperial Age, otherwise Halberd Cavalier are going to be killing everything. So, yeah, losing this battle here, or at least losing a bunch of units, is not the greatest play, especially the Mangonels were super out of position.
Yeah, and look at now the village number. Like, he's up to Imperial, but he's also not producing so many villages for a while. IWTC over 3 minutes. It's true that he's losing melee skirmishes, he still have the hill advantage, he's coming now with the Mangonels, and no village on stone. Boso now, okay, but the hand card is just always massive, man. Really, really massive. Didn't take the good micro here, but balanced economy for the Viper is not on point here. Over 1,200 gold, okay.
Yeah, but Viper, he's got 4 TCs running. He's completely fine. Jordan doesn't really have any way to push. He doesn't have a castle, so no siege really. And he doesn't really have enough army to make enough impact even with the imp techs that are going to be coming in. Now, Jordan just got stone mining upgrade, so he realizes that he needed a castle, and he needed it 2 minutes ago. Or at least he needed to be preparing for the castle switch 2 minutes ago. And he's only just now going to stone. So that castle's going to be up way later than he wanted. It's going to be up when... It needs to be up now, and it's going to be up in 5 minutes.
Viper is doing the castle. What I really don't understand is why Jordan took those battles without the Mangonels. He never got all his army together, and that was definitely a big problem there. We have the crossbow, we have the skirmishes, he's going to make now the upgrades. Okay, he got all the economy upgrades, which is great. And yeah, he's doing the +3 right away. Amount of army is still the same, but 23 villages more. You know, we saw this game more or less in the previous cities with Leary, but Leary didn't have the Viper economy. And Vincent got a lot more army and pushed it earlier. And now, Jordan is probably going to be chasing the Viper army, which is terrible for him. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, well, he's not really hitting any kind of Imperial Age timing. He's defending with Imperial Age, but
Yeah.
that's not good when you're behind on economy. So, yeah, just Jordan has no way to push. He has 2 Rams. Like, two Castle Age Rams is not going to push anything. So, again, just like we were seeing in the previous game, or in the previous longer game, it's like Jordan's early Imperial Age strategy is just not really quite coming together. He's up to Imp, but he's not doing anything with it.
He's doing infantry. He's gonna make the first crusade. Another TC, my goodness. The Viper is gonna make the first crusade. He's gonna hit the button. He's gonna hit the damn button. And then from there, I'm telling you what is gonna happen. I don't know if I have to tell you what is gonna happen. But with those units, man, he's trying to kill a dungeon with 2 mangonels. Good luck with that. Okay. And losing army, I don't know what he's doing. I know the castle, okay, he's going in. I don't know what now Jordan is doing. I don't think this is a good attack here. He has to be careful. It's still a minute to be an Imperial. The dungeon is gonna probably go down. Yeah.
But that castle's going up.
Yeah.
Sicilians are so fast at building the castle, so it's gonna go up no matter what.
He's killing his own units. Look at the round now going to nowhere. He's gonna defend the dungeon, not really. He's taking few villages. The castle is going to be up. You need to go back, Jordan. You need to go back, Carbrams. Not the best decisions here. It's true that it's very hard to make damage because he got a castle in the middle as well. But now, Viper can do whatever he wants. And here we are, the castle he needed few minutes ago. I don't know what you think.
Exactly. Yeah, that needed to be up, and he needed to be pushing with Trebs. He knew he needed siege, and he kind of panic bought those 2 Rams, but that isn't going to do anything. So, and it didn't do anything. So I think Viper has got such an advantage. Viper's going to have to throw from this point, honestly, because we're going to be seeing First Crusade pretty soon, and that's going to be 35 sergeants, which those things are pretty tanky. They can actually deal with the ARBs pretty well. If there are ARBs behind from the Sicilians.
But look at now.
And we're going forward.
Look at the Viper, man. Look at the Viper with 120 villages coming with the castle in front here. What? That's a great castle for Jordan to make the castle just in time. He bought it. No, man. This is gonna be a disaster. I hate Sicilians now. Look at Sicilians. I don't want to look at this. I don't want to look at this. Look at the castle from Sicilians here. Jordan loud because this is insane. And oh my goodness. Romantic castle. He's gonna be able to make the castle? Maybe not. You know, he will do it, but the hell, man. The speed for this civilization is insane. But no army for Viper. He lost everything.
Yeah. Jordan is also throwing his army against this castle, so
yeah, makes sense.
Fairly even, except for that Jordan threw a lot of villagers, and he's not full boomed yet. In the top, we have a little trebuchet battle here. And it looks like Viper will probably defend this, though, in the top. It's really, the action is in the bottom, in the center.
Man, these Sicilians are becoming just too powerful, man. But it's also true that Viper has set up a 4 TCs, 5 town centers now, huge economy. First Crusade! First Crusade!
There we go.
Man. Oh my goodness. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see the Viper versus Winchester tomorrow as the grand final. And we can say from here, I don't know if you agree, but probably everyone agree, the best 2 players by far in the tournament. By the gameplay, by the results, by the performance. So tomorrow, the Viper and Winchester, if both play tomorrow as they did today, it can be, I don't know what you think, survival is insane. This is...
Yeah, that's going to be super exciting to watch.
Yeah.
And here they are. 38 sergeants on the field.
Yeah, it's insane. He's 200 population. He's doing elite sergeant. He's being a great play by the Snake survivalist. Man, we can start to analyze because how do you come back from this? Like, seriously.
Well, they just don't die to ARBs. These units are straight out of AoE 4. Like, really. They pretty much are just tanking the arrow fire and they don't even care.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's true that Berserkers will be good, but 100 villages against 140 army. He has 1 castle here recovering the goal in the other side too. And he's trying to repair that trap. Jordan is trying. Well, He's okay on that one, and he killed one of those castles. Alright, both kill each other, but you can't lose anything now. Because you don't have army. You don't have army, and I really believe that GG Cole, really well played, bro. Take it home. 4-1 for the Viper, man. 4-1 for the Viper. 4-1 for also Mr. Well, insane. Vigester, insane performance by both. Mr. Survivalist, insane. Really, really insane.
It's going to be very exciting to see these two go up against each other. Because we all know Viper, but Vinchester's been taking down some pretty powerful opponents. So, yeah, we'll see if he can do it again.
Powerful? I mean, we will go into that later. Let's take this and then we will talk, because he has beat everyone, you know? Military, you can see the military. The kills, losses, obviously ahead. Economy, being against the Vikings. Look at that economy. I mean, what do you think, Mr. Survivalist here? Like, seriously.
Yeah, well, the economy is good for Vikings, for Jordan here, but he got his TCs up later, and it just wasn't enough. Sicilians with the horse collar or heavy plow farms can compete pretty well, because they don't have to reseed their farms in early castle age, which means that they can get the TCs up and keep them maintained. So Sicilians can take an eco lead as well.
It's I don't know. I'm speechless with both players that has won today. Has been so clean performance, like seriously, really clean.
Yeah, Viper has been playing as we would expect, but just pretty clean for most of the games, except for that one game. But, I mean, he wanted to make the series interesting, so he went forward in that one game. But other than that, yeah, he always was one step ahead. He always had a plan, and his plans just seemed to always work.
Yeah, take cover with me, because I need to set up. Remember that the interviews, I need to make it now happen. Okay. Is to be working now. All right. So I think I have set up everything, guys. I think I have set up everything. And, guys, what a day. What a day to be here. And, Mr. Riley, you can take it over with this crazy snake.
Thank you very much, Mem. Joined here by TheViper, fresh off that win. Congratulations, mate. You there? Can you hear me okay?
I hear you completely fine. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I've got you, mate. Loud and clear. Good to have you along, and thanks so much for joining us. Well done on beating Jordan, although, I mean, a little bit heartless, mate, putting him in the ground like that on his birthday. Got anything to say for yourself there? How could you do it to him?
Yeah, I mean, it's always bittersweet on someone's birthday. Obviously, I love the guy. He's probably my best friend inside Age of Empires. So it's always bittersweet, you know, when you play an opponent that is also your teammate.
Yeah, of course.
And,
well, look,
especially now it's his birthday, so it's a bit sad, but at the same time, it is what it is.
yeah, I mean, look, one of you had to lose, of course, and at the end of the day, it wasn't you. So well done there. You certainly, I mean, look, we definitely got our money's worth from that set. We saw some really tight and clinical play from you, but we also saw ballista elephants, which isn't something we often see at this sort of level of competition. What do you think about that unit choice from Jordan there in game number 2?
It was definitely an interesting choice. I wasn't really sure I wasn't sure how. I thought I was going to be in a losing position long term that game, because he had 4 relics and he had. I would say Commerce should be better in post-game than Britons, but yeah, the Ballista Elephant switch definitely caught me off guard. It did really well though in the opening, but I think I found a way to cost-effectively kind of trade it down. So yeah, in the end, I would say it didn't work out for him. If he went for Siege Ram, for example, he would have definitely had like a bigger potential to make a big push. But Ballista Elephants, I mean, at least they're a cool unit.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. It's unfortunate we're not in a Ballista Elephant meta, but, you know, so it goes. Let's talk about game number 3. Obviously, a couple of fumbles and stumbles there with the Bulgarians. Do you think there was anything glaringly obvious that went wrong for you? Was it the decision to go forward? Was it an execution issue? Talk to us about game 3 and how that kind of played out from your perspective.
Yeah, so I got inspired by an Indian player called Dragonstar, with a Bulgarians kind of like a small rush into a 5-man arms tower rush. And I figured on this map it might have a lot of potential. Unfortunately, he scouted it immediately. He knew exactly that my forward was coming, so he made perfect reactions nonstop to everything I did. So I didn't have the kind of surprise factor that I was hoping for, and also the map was not ideal to forward either, because his woodlines were kind of safe towards the back. So, but yeah, in the end, it was his perfect reactions that kind of shut me down.
Okay, yeah, because obviously, yeah, that was the one that I guess, yeah, him seeing it coming was a bit of a fork in the works there for you. Let's move on, and I want to talk about game number 5. I want to talk about the the elephant theft, the poaching that was taking place in the King's Forest there. What was going through your mind before you nicked that elephant from Jordan? Were you waiting for the right? Talk to us about the process from with the elephant in the early stages of that game.
So before the set, I did tell Jordan that I will not, I will treat him like anyone. I will not, just because we're friends and whatever, I will not lame him. So I will take his sheep if I find them. But I didn't say boars. So I didn't know if he would take my boars himself. But yeah, it's like even when I was scouting his boars and saw both his elephants, I was confused because I had already taken my elephant, so it would be really late for him to now take his first elephant, because I wasn't sure if I was lamed at that point. I still had some black spots that I had to scout. But yeah, I just had to give it a little bit more time to cover those black spots, and then I realized, okay, I'm lamed. And then luckily I was able to hit that elephant just as the arrows came in from the villager.
Yeah, right. Final thing I want to ask you about here, Viper, is, of course, your opponent in the final. It is none other than the young Russian Winchester, who has been taking names like there is no tomorrow. He has knocked out Hera, Misty Yo, Leary, the 1, 3, and 4 or 5th seeds, I believe. Top seeds, anyway. How are you feeling about coming up against this bloke? Are the nerves starting to settle in? Because he looks to be in great touch. How are you feeling about tomorrow's match against Winchester?
It's going to be interesting. Winchester, obviously, he has been a very good player for a long time, but this is probably his... Even though he has had like top 4 finishes in the past, the fact that he's now gotten there to the final now by beating those types of players is it's a really huge achievement for him. And yeah, I was sure Lyra would win that set, and then to have Winchester win that so dominantly is really impressive. So yeah, it should be a really interesting set tomorrow. I'm hoping to come out ahead, but yeah, I gotta, I haven't looked at Winchester's games in detail because I never expected him to be in the final. No offense to him as a player, obviously, but like if I've been watching games, I've been more looking at towards Leary, Hera, Yo, these guys, right? But yeah, Winchester definitely proved me and many other people wrong here by an amazing performance.
Well, it sounds like you've got some homework to do then, Viper. Got to go and watch the tapes, get inside Winchester's head for the big match. Huge match, of course, tomorrow. Viper, thanks for joining us. We cannot wait to see you performing in tomorrow's final.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.